treasures I don't hold, and though the shine is dulled, that's how I'll always think of you. You were a young one then, but everyone begins. We were just children, heaven was a dream away. Running from monsters, I wish I could say that the keys that you were searching for, and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and I know it's not too late. The world is ours to take, and I know it's not too late.
In time
supposed to be. When I feel like I'm done, I write a song that's not been sung, and I remember how I used to have fun. When we were just children and heaven was a dream away. Running from monsters, I just wanna say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late.
A day, it's a warning, a day, 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, a month, and then perma, right? That's generally the way. How is this a threat? Well, it threatens their money because nobody wants to buy garbage whenever they don't have to.
You need to stop what you're doing right now. I see what you're doing. I saw what you said. You should not.
What did I do?
Stop celebrating the success of these 30-person studios that are doing more with 30 people than most video game studios can do with 600. No,
I love how, like, some of the developers try to, like, use the idea of, like, oh, we're going to try to make you feel sorry for us because our games aren't doing well. Like, how can you cheer for a game failing? That's easy. It's super easy.
Instead, you need to panic. We all need to panic because the deprofessionalization of the games industry is on the horizon. At least that's what they're calling it. And that means that there are fewer roles in marketing, cultural consulting.
What?
Brace yourselves for this one.
HR.
Less roles in middle management. Oh, God, the horror.
Oh, jeez.
So today we're going to be talking about
people with useless bullshit jobs that add no value to the product or the company whatsoever are losing them. Oh, guys. Oh. Oh.
how apparently it's a bad thing that more people are making games on their own because that means less opportunities for the real professionals. Oh yeah, this is going to be good.
There it is.
Once success starts happening outside of the system, all of a sudden it's not about whether or not these games are good. No, it's about who's not getting paid to make them. Accountability is a rare thing in the games industry. I've noticed that more times than not. And so many people want to shift the blame.
The reason why they want accountability displaced is because they are products of an apparatus that displaces accountability. What people that are lazy love doing is they love displacing fault between so many people that nobody can actually be assigned blame when something goes wrong, because it's just a failure of an apparatus that is too large to deconstruct. And it is designed that way on purpose.
Alrighty, what is up, guys?
Somebody else, they want to create an enemy out of thin air, or they want to appeal to empathy.
We got one Warhorn, so
and now we need to be careful.
It's like, here's a really good personal example. Have you guys ever had a problem with somebody, and whether it's a girlfriend, maybe a toxic relationship, something like that, and they say, oh, well, we both made mistakes? It's like, bitch, you made 98% of the mistakes, and I got mad at you for it. That's basically what they try to do. But in a corporate level with 150 people.
How much we enjoy these indie games because it could hurt AAA. You need to put down that Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Poke somebody's eye out with that thing. But before that, a word from today's sponsor. If game publishers are willing to charge $80 for digital games that you don't actually own, track your behavior, and lock content behind online-only DRM, what do you think they are doing with your data? Yeah,
I know what they're doing.
That's why I use NordVPN, and you probably should too. NordVPN encrypts your internet traffic, blocks trackers and malicious websites with its Threat Protection Pro. And they're doing it, and they're doing it on their own, and that's where the friction starts. Because every new success story from the indie world exposes just how bloated and inefficient the
Oh,
traditional
still
studio
faster
system
than
has
her.
become. And for some people, that's a
Jesus.
threat, especially if you're
This is inside of all corporations. I think that this is a problem of corporate bloat that's happened inside of all tech companies. And this is why, like, I think that there's a form of organizational and managerial
They're
entropy
all
that
fucking,
happens inside of these companies.
what's it called?
Where more management begets
Glass
more
cannons, so they're
management.
doing more
Before you
damage,
know it,
but
all
they
you get
they
is
suck at surviving.
and that's the problem.
Try
Middle management, yeah, exactly.
That means if I'm able to kill him, it's game over. And
Yeah,
I'm
like,
not gonna be able
Twitter
to.
before Elon, look at
Bro,
Meta,
I have
look at
not
all
been
these
able to
companies, and
fucking
think about
attack
how
at all.
people that, like, they
Hey,
let
look,
go,
they're glass
and
cannons.
Think about the fact that the product did not change. That
Bro,
should say a lot.
there you go. Fucking die. Jesus Christ, man. I hate people that literally just do that. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking, you know. Yeah, fuck off, dude.
Something that people actually care about. And just like how content creators are often branded as unprofessional by legacy media, indie developers are now getting the same treatment from the AAA establishment. In an article written by
Unprofessional means unwilling to work within the imagined confines that have been invented for you. Oh, you're being unprofessional.
I'll be right back.
How is that? Well, you're not playing by our rules. Yeah, that's because your rules are bullshit.
Then the
It's
arrogance
pretty
of
simple.
a fool.
Bryant Francis of GameDeveloper.com titled "The Deprofessionalization of Video Games on Full Display Attack."
Look at that, bro. Oh God, yep. Yeah. That's exactly the kind of guy that. Yeah, it's either that or a boomer.
These felt like a warning. Explosively successful games by solo devs and small teams are great, but it could lead to the death of vital specialists. He writes, at Dyson GDC this year, I heard talk of a trend in game development that sent a chill down my spine. Deprofessionalization, as A16Z marketing partner Ryan K. Rigby defines it, deprofessionalization.
protection.
Be aware of this. Is A16Z is it's like a sub fund for Andreessen. Mark Andreessen runs the most successful venture capitalist firm in the entire world. But this random idiot video game journalist is being scared by a bunch of sheep. And also, by the way, I've interacted with people that work at this company. They're smart. They know what they're doing.
Is a phenomenon driven by the overperformance of older
They're getting
titles,
paid a lot more than he is, too. I guarantee it.
particularly
There's a
free-to-play
reason for
live
that.
service games, large studios struggling to drive sales, and the outside success of some
So I'm okay with that.
small teams. These three forces, he argues, will combine to drive career
20 subs.
professionals
Thank you,
from
man.
the traditional professionalized side of the games industry.
Drive career professionals from traditional professionalized sides of games? Yeah, that's the goal. Because they're worthless and they add no value.
I
Yeah, that's the point.
wanna leave my baby alone.
Yeah, now you get it.
These people will
I'm
decide to go
28.
indie, he continues. Others will leave gaming altogether, and in between, there is a vast spectrum of irregular working arrangements available. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. The idea that indie success is driving career professionals out of the industry is such a warped.
It is. It is, because why is it that you need all these people? It's like Iron Man 1. Tony Stark built this in the fucking basement, and you can't build this with a lab. What the fuck do I need you for? And I'm gonna be honest, he wasn't really wrong.
Tony
It's a
Stark
great
built this
point.
in a cave.
Door. Holy shit, thank you for the subs. And Luke the pizza guy, Jesus, you guys are gifting subs like crazy. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it, guys.
Take that it's almost impressive.
I'm serious.
Let's just ignore the last
box of
5
scraps,
years
yes.
of layoffs, project cancellations, and ruthless studio consolidation, and instead blame the one guy who made a viral hit in his bedroom.
Yeah.
That's the villain now? Major studios have been pushing these people out long before indie would even come into this conversation. Specialized talent wasn't being nurtured, it was being discarded. Projects were getting rebooted mid-development. QA is being outsourced, and artists are being chewed up and spat out like they were nothing more than replaceable assets. indie
Well, they
success
are.
didn't create this brain
Everybody
drain.
is.
It
That's the
gave
problem with the
people a
companies.
reason to leave willingly or a place to go if they didn't.
Forever.
So if those same professionals
I
now look at
clutch
indie
myself.
devs and think, yeah, I'd rather take the risk and make something real, that's not deprofessionalization, that is liberation. And
That's
honestly,
Let's get it
reprofessionalization
over
because
with. I
their
need
job
some
is to
shut
make
eye.
video games, not exist inside of a bureaucratic Karenocracy that's been created in order to make sure that people get payroll for doing something that creates no value.
that's a good thing.
That's the
and
reason.
this industry needs more of it. Because the reality is the parts of this industry that this article feels are being threatened, the corporate monoliths like Activision, EA, Ubisoft, Epic, are the same companies that are responsible for most of what's broken right now. Bloated budgets,
Yep.
monetization first design, copycat games that are designed to mimic Fortnite or Call of Duty. If those studios are shedding talent, maybe that's because they've become the worst place to put it. And if those same professionals that are being kicked out of the industry go on to build the next Larian, the next Supergiant, or the next Sandfall Entertainment, that's not a loss. That's the start of something better. The writer goes on to say, wandering through these booths, I found a mix of truly excellent and inspiring games, but also found myself bubbling with frustration. Few developers on display were working with teams larger than 3 people. They talked about publishers.
And this was frustrating to you? Why was this frustrating? We have ourselves a bureaucracy enjoyer. What the fuck is this problem? A lot of people fall victim to the idea that the way things are. Let me see if I can find it.
You know, throughout the years in business, I found something, which was I'd always ask why you do things. And the answers you invariably get are, oh, that's just the way it's done. Nobody knows why they do what they do. Nobody thinks about things very deeply in business. That's what I found. I'll give you an example. When we were building our Apple Ones in the garage, we knew exactly what they cost. When we got into a factory in the Apple II days, the accounting had this notion of a standard
I may
cost.
be no hero,
Right,
Where
what's that?
You kind
but I
of
can
set
still
a
be
standard
your
cost,
worst
and then
nightmare.
at the end of the quarter, you'd adjust it with a variance.
Sounds like a job for somebody else.
And I kept asking, well, why do we do this? And the answer was, that's just the way it's done. And after about 6 months of digging into this, what I realized was the reason you do it is because you don't really have good enough controls to know how much it costs. So you guess, and then you fix your guess at the end of the quarter. And the reason you don't know how much it costs is because your information systems
don't
aren't
be a
good.
wuss.
So, but nobody said it that way. And so later on, when we designed this automated factory for Macintosh, we were able to get rid of a lot of these and know exactly what something costs to the second. So
Felt that.
in business, a lot of things are, I call it focus, because they were done yesterday and the day before.
I
And
hate
so what that
hassles.
means is if you're
So
willing
I'll
to
deal
sort of
with you
ask a lot
all
of
at
questions
once.
and think about things and work really hard, you can win business pretty fast. Not the hard way.
I guess you just can't say the same thing for journalism, though, right? I just want you guys to hear it from the guy himself. Okay? Apple's literally overpriced. Well, Steve Jobs been out of the picture for a while. The last transcendent product that Apple made was oversaw by Steve Jobs with the iPhone.
Wanting ever more expensive offerings as a part of their pitch deck, short-term contractors seem to be the best way to plug
The
gaps.
iPhone, you think about it. Every single one of us has equivalent to what an iPhone 1 was in our pocket
Grant me
probably right
power,
now.
Lord
Except for
Noya.
3 or 4 of you guys that are probably drug dealers that are using a flip
There's
phone.
nothing more absurd
That is crazy.
than the
Yeah.
arrogance
Why
of
did
a
it feel
fool.
like
What
so
the fuck,
many
dude?
proper business
That is
were fighting to
insanity.
get their games in front of players at PAX? Speaking with Rigney and other developers, I think that deprofessionalization isn't just a catchy phrase to describe the demand side of economics.
Steve Jobs would
Burn
have
away the
100%
evil.
fired this guy. Yep, this guy would have been fired by Bro. Steve would have had this dude out on
Don't
his
go flying
ass.
off on me
He would have
now.
had his shit in a box. Ooh. In an industry.
no doubt in my
It's a
bones.
frustrating reality that may undervalue games from big and small teams alike. Rigney offered some extra nuance on his deprofessionalization theory in an email exchange he had before PAX.
Right.
He predicted that marketing roles at studios would be the first on the chopping block.
Good.
With my engine.
The people that run marketing campaigns at most publishing studios and development studios are retarded. They are. They're stupid. And I'll tell you, like, so whenever I do
I have
sponsorship,
no mercy to spare.
they'll tell me what to do, and I'll be like,
For your
okay,
reckless
and then I just
greed.
don't do it. I just do it my way, and my way's always better. That's it.
The
By
time has
roles
come.
that seem to be replaceable to management, even if they're not.
Ugh.
I genuinely cannot believe that this article exists. The writer wants to package a wave of exciting and inspiring indie games made by teams 3 or fewer and comes away frustrated.
There's nothing
Why?
more
Because there weren't enough proper businesses represented? What does that even
And the
mean? You
arrogance
just
of a
admitted that
fool.
these indie teams are doing great work,
I'll be
but
with
then
you.
you're upset because they're not expensive enough because the
greater
teams are so small? And then you go on to quote developers saying that publishers should
Yeah, you're mad, bro. Like, and the thing is that the reason why he's upset is he knows what this means to everything else in the industry.
It appears I was
getting bigger
insignificant
budgets to
after
take
all.
their pitches seriously. And somehow, that isn't the problem. You don't see the connection. The developers at PAX didn't create the system, the publishers did.
It was a
This
draw.
entire bloated mess is a natural result of an industry obsessed with
Yep.
scale, overspending, risk aversion. These indie devs are simply surviving despite it. But of course, now we arrive at the heart of the article, that scary word, deprofessionalization, and suddenly the tone shifts. The accomplishments of these studios gets brushed aside. Their success becomes a problem, not a triumph. Because, oh no, they shipped a game that people actually liked without a marketing team, or a Ludo narrative synergy specialist,
That's
or
right.
a lead
Do you
experience.
guys know what that is? No, and they don't either. Just a it's a retard, worthless position that adds no value. Yep, just a worthless position. Put it in the garbage.
Experiential curator.
Yep. No. Wait. Like a live streamer? The thing is that live streamers, I think, are actually one of the main things that are the most capitalist and the most free market fair. Because every single person chooses to watch somebody or not watch somebody. So if you fail as a live streamer or you fail as a content creator, you have failed because you went into the free market and you lost. That's it. That's on you.
Guys, I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it. One of the biggest issues in
Yep.
AAA development is bloated teams, bloated budgets, bloated management structures where nobody knows what the person next to them actually even does. You end up with departments that are built to manage other departments, pipelines that are so tangled that you can't even see the final product, and a burn rate that is so high it is a miracle that anything gets shipped at all. And then they warn us, brace yourselves, marketing might be the first roll on the chopping block.
Brace yourself, guys. Video games are going to become more expensive. Yeah. Sure.
Good. Most marketing departments in this industry are completely useless. It has never been
Yeah.
easier to get your game in front of players if your game is actually good.
Yeah.
You can't fake that kind of traction anymore. You can spend millions of dollars plastering Avowed on trains and buses, put an ad in Times Square, but it won't matter if the game doesn't deliver. Meanwhile, Expedition 33 has people screaming about the soundtrack, the story, the characters, the combat, because
Yep.
the game itself is worth talking about. You don't need a 30-person marketing team if your game hits. You need a game that deserves to.
You need a
That
good game. That's all you need. You need a good game. And if you want a good marketing push, you can get that. And I think marketing pushes do help certain games, but you can't polish a turd. You can't put lipstick on a pig. It doesn't matter how many people you pay to play your game. And also, like, I have a huge problem with the way that companies and marketing agencies handle promotions for streamers. I think that they are creating so many problems by how badly they handle them. I unironically think that I could do a way better job.
shift is
They're
happening right.
wasting, I'm not even kidding you guys, $2 to $10 million on the regular. Imagine example. I don't want to make an example because I don't. If I mentioned that company, I would want them to work with me in the future. And so, but like, there's a lot of examples. I'll give you one. Immortals of Avenum. There. How about that?
Right now, that's what's going on, and it's not deprofessionalization, it's rebalancing. This industry has been top-heavy for too long, and that weight is finally starting.
Whoever was in charge of that marketing campaign should never be in charge of anything ever again.
To shift towards the people who actually build the damn thing. The article then pivots to acknowledge a different kind of success story, the creative renegades, the ones that are making weird, original, impossible to greenlight games that traditional publishers would have laughed out of the room. Whitney praises them, calling them out as this is the only creative industry on the planet where one person can make $100 million making something by themselves, which, yes,
what about crypto?
True, but the tone here still drips with discomfort, like it's a cool fluke and not something to build around. Now, to the author's credit, they go on to clarify that small teams aren't obligated to hire anyone. They are doing what they can with what they have, and better tools have made that possible. But here's where the framing starts to slide sideways. They say what feels wrong is that so few people benefit from this new status quo. Not that small teams...
Let me get this straight. The millions of gamers that now don't have to pay $80 for video games don't count, but it's the 400 HR useless garbage jobs that add no value. They're the ones that we need to care about. So the customer just isn't even considered. Well, it's no wonder this guy's a journalist.
Are succeeding, but that too many people aren't a part of it. They then go back to Rickney and bring up a new example, Aaron Rutledge, former lead designer of League of Legends, Black Ops 4, and Apex Legends, now running a consultant firm called Area Denial, basically a hired gun. The writer admits that his career sounds romantic, but then calls this model a structure that celebrates the few over the many, one that elevates roles like design and programming while leaving out non-essential positions. What is this? How do you go from saying
you just self-reported?
Celebrates the few,
but it's the 400 HR useless garbage jobs that add no value. They're the ones that we need to care about.
Since I should earn my keep,
so the customer just
put in
isn't
some
even
effort.
Well, there's no wonder this
This fear will be the
succeeding,
sphere of
but that
protection.
too many people aren't a part of it. They then go back to Rickney and bring up a new example, Aaron Rutledge, former lead designer of League of Legends, Black Ops 4, and Apex Legends, now running a consultant firm called Area Denial, basically a hired gun. The writer admits that his career sounds romantic, but then calls this model a structure that celebrates the few over the many, one that elevates roles like design and programming while leaving out non-essential positions. What is this? How do you go from saying
you just self-reported?
Where are you going? I got this.
You self-reported it. You said it yourself. Non-essential. Then why are you there?
This is the only creative industry on the planet where one person can make $100 million by themselves.
but I can still be your worst nightmare.
What feels wrong about this is how so few people seem to benefit from the status quo. Do you hear yourself? This is the benefit. That is the shift. We are no longer living in an era where you need to get a green light from a publisher, sit in a cubicle farm for 6 years, and then get your name buried in credits under 5 layers of management.
Or do you think they think this way? A lot of people really like the... I think that a lot of people don't understand the comfort that a large-scale bureaucracy brings, because people can be comfortable and safe inside of it without having to worry that they're at risk, they're going to lose their job, it's the status quo, everything is normal, there's not going to be any big problems, everything's going to be okay.
Get out of here.
Mediocre people are against meritocracy. Yeah. If you want to find out who the real losers are, figure out who doesn't want to work on commission.
Witnessing one of the most democratizing eras in video game development history, and somehow your takeaway is, but not everybody gets to enjoy the ride? Of course they don't, but that's always been the case. But now the door is actually open. Look at Path of Exile and
What do I
Grinding Gear
sell?
Games, a tiny
Well,
studio in New Zealand
wanna buy?
that grew
Yep.
to a 200-person
Come back soon.
powerhouse that's working on 2 full-scale games. Look at Expedition 33, built by ex-Ubisoft developers, a composer that they found on SoundCloud, and Jennifer Svedberg Yen, a former private equity investor who just wrote what might be this year's Game of the Year. The indie boom is
True.
not excluding people. It is including people that AAA would have never hired in the first place.
That's what scares them, is because they've built up an entire network and an entire apparatus that protects them and isolates them and makes them the sole beneficiaries of this industry. And now that the industry is becoming more democratized, now that it's becoming more open, those traditional avenues are becoming antiquated and vestigial. And now you see these companies that operated like the Titanic. Well, now they can't afford to move away from the icebergs anymore. And they hit them over and over, like with Concord and Marathon and all these other games that are going to come out and have the same problems.
Old
That's
system
it.
kept the gates locked. This new era is
the way it
tearing
is.
them down. What you're seeing isn't exclusion, it's a healing process, a long overdue correction of decades of bloat, overreach, and creative stagnation. I'm going to get some people that are going to disagree with me on this, and that's fine. I do not believe in supporting these bloated structures, systems, and bureaucracy more than anything else,
Yeah.
all in the name of job preservation. I think that it is a pathetic narrative.
No. If you can't earn your keep, then they don't need to pay you. Nobody owes you a job. That's not how the world works. That's it. It just doesn't. That doesn't work. Like, I mean, nobody
I have
thinks that.
lots
The
of
only
good
people that
wares.
think that are
We
people
got
that want to
50,
get money for
right? And
free
it's
for doing
100?
nothing. And also,
100
by
plus
the way,
400 taken
the
myself.
only people that are
The
disagreeing
2400
with me
one is not
are
a
disagreeing
bad
with me because they're not in a position to
do that.
have to lose money.
But this one's not a bad idea because
that is
it gives
driven
you
by
all
people
this.
that resist progress. And in a lot of cases, because they don't want to adapt, they want to make it everybody
do, you
else's
know.
problem.
Yeah.
This is something
Funny.
that has happened since the dawn of industries and trade. Anytime there are changes in the market, anytime new technologies introduced, old jobs go out, new jobs come in, some jobs get displaced, and in some cases, like the video game industry, well, the industry gets decentralized. That's why we see a private equity investor starting to write for video games.
Well, how do
Media-
you think somebody starts writing for video games? Do you think they have to go to school for 4 years and read Mario scripts and then finally they understand how to write for video games? They have to read every Shakespearean novel and then get a degree in a university and now they're
I'm thinking
qualified
about,
to
like-
write for video games? Who the fuck decided this? Nobody decided this. It's ridiculous. It's totally made up.
Gone through the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
like,
you
I
would
think
have a
that's
guy
what I
that worked
want.
8
I want
years in
Royale,
construction
like,
that has no
to be honest, how do I
journalistic
get more?
background whatsoever, that's writing reviews for video games and writing video essays on YouTube. I think the real problem for these people, and what really scares them, is that average, everyday people are getting involved in
That's
these
why they're
industries,
afraid.
and in some cases,
Yep.
getting rich because of it.
Yep.
And they don't like that.
I
It
keep on
hurts the-
forgetting to
it
stop
hurts
that,
their,
dude.
bureaucracy.
Jesus Christ, I hate that.
Is scary. On top of that, these people do not have the credentials
Truth
that
hurts.
they want.
Yep.
They didn't go to college for it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Yes. Oh, well, but they don't even have $40,000 of student debt. Well, if they would, they wouldn't anymore because they just made $1 million
it's
selling a
bullshit.
good game.
I want to
That's the
see how
problem.
much.
Is that you do need to go to college for certain things, but the majority of things you don't probably need
Hey,
to go
Kat,
to
how you
college
doing?
for, except for a few
How are you doing,
specific
Kat?
things. I learned more about business from World of Warcraft than I did from business school, sans accounting. Accounting was important. Everything else was a waste of time.
Let's be honest, this
What's up,
article,
everyone?
especially coming from the media's point of view, this is more about control.
Yeah, of
Indie
course it
games
is.
are harder to predict. They're harder to market.
Yep.
And for
Wait,
them specifically,
auto-redeem.
it is
Which
much
one do I
more
have
difficult
redeemed
for them
right
to
now? Is the
monetize from the outside. Not for everybody else. But
Oh,
it
I
definitely is for them. No more guaranteed preview cycles. No more
Yeah.
demos behind closed doors. No more getting cozy with their
Anyway,
PR
what's
team.
that?
No, you're
I've
on
never
equal
heard that
footing
before.
with guys like me, and I bet that keeps you up at night.
Well, that's not what keeps them up at night. What keeps them up at night is making
Oh, this
sure
is
that
yeah,
they get
PC
all
Game
their
Pass. Okay, good,
applications
good.
sent into
So this
Burger
one is the
King
one
so
that I
they can
want.
keep
I don't want the
having
other one.
maybe what keeps them up at night
I
is
think
doing
from
those
now
late
on,
night
though,
deliveries for DoorDash.
I'm
Because this
going
reality already
to
hit them 2 years ago.
bro, Spray Paint Simulator's coming out in 29. That's
But this
so
argument is
funny.
going to shift now.
Welcome home.
Now instead they want to talk about who does not benefit from going indie, because
Welcome
indie
home.
developers do not
Well,
hire these specialists that
Hector
only
getting
do
over
one
it.
thing. And it's
Picture
really funny
getting
because
over
this
it.
feels like
Sounds
this is
like
the
it.
only
Ah!
industry where
Makes more
doing
sense, huh?
more than one thing is a threat instead of just
Look, if you have Game Pass,
doing your job.
right?
Efficiency.
The writer
We
even
have
goes
Game
on to
Pass.
say, my PAX trip
This is
validated
coming
my
out
fear that 3 professions
on
are
fucking
especially
Game
vulnerable
Pass
in this
on
deprofessionalized
the
world.
28th.
Artists,
I
writers,
am
and those
actually
working in game
very
audio or
excited
music.
about that.
That's
because
not true. Way more than
I'm very
three are
excited about that.
vulnerable.
These roles seemed vulnerable because
I hear
on
that
these small
Metaphor
teams, they were
Retasma
roles that
is
developers
an
mentioned
amazing
doing in
game,
some
and
sort
I'm
of
very
shared
excited
or
to
joint
try it.
fashion. All 3 risk compartmentalization
I need
as
to work for
asset
this one.
creators, their work treated as products you can purchase off of a store shelf. The writer then expands on this fear by pointing to broader industry shifts. He argues that in-house
Oh, Big
art
Five?
positions
That's not
are
bad, though.
disappearing as studios are increasingly outsourcing.
I was actually
asset
just talking to the
creation
wife about
overseas
trying to
cut
get a
costs.
PS5.
This move, he suggests, is being reinforced by the rising use of AI-generated art,
Yeah.
something he openly criticizes.
That look like dog shit. What's really funny to me about the people that complain about AI art is that nowadays, my understanding is that a lot of AAA game development studios do
Alright,
use
have one.
AI art and they do use
Hey,
AI
just have 'em.
technology, and nobody knows it. They're already doing this.
Either way, I'm gonna have to
For-
reset this.
yeah,
So I'm gonna buy this.
It's already happening. You're so stupid, you don't even know
Ooh,
that you're
thank you.
stupid.
Yeah, that's gonna be my 5-day one right there.
Momentum
So,
anyway.
yeah, I should
In
right.
his view, the value of artists
Should
is being
be
eroded
fine.
not because their work is bad, but because it's now seen as something that can be cheaply replicated or bought off of a shelf. Even art directors, he noted, are surviving not on creative output, but on their ability to delegate. When it comes to narrative, the critique gets a little bit more
Yeah.
personal. The writer cites industry layoffs, pointing out that writers made up the highest percentage of reported job losses in the last year. He attributes this to 2 diverging trends: the success of games that minimize storytelling altogether, and the increase in tendency for story-driven titles to be written by a select few, usually the creative director or maybe 1 or 2 trusted collaborators. Leaving
The
fewer-
reason why a lot of story games are dying is because they're written by fat, boring, lazy, stupid, over-entitled theater kid
Yes.
millennials. And
Yes.
the stories that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote after his trauma inside of World War I versus the trauma that this person had because their parents wouldn't let them have a nose ring at age 14 are simply not equivalent. These people can't write stories. They don't understand drama. They don't have any sort of relatable personality in any capacity. All of their stories are basically coming down to, what if every stupid thing that we thought when we were 14 was actually true, and all of our
So
parents
season
were wrong,
1.
and everything,
Season 1 and
every
2.
strong-willed character that
Okay.
is pig-headed
done.
and stubborn is actually the winner in the outcome. Do you want to know why they write stories like that? Because that's who they are. That's the reason why. The reason why stories are being written that are garbage is because the people writing them are
Or
garbage.
garbage. Yep. Can't
for
fucking
roles
say
for
different.
dedicated narrative teams. He also then reflects on long-standing frustrations that writers face in game development, many of them brought in late, treated as an
That's
afterthought,
it.
or positioned in conflict with the broader design goals. Some studios have tried to bridge this gap by rebranding
They're
writers
losers.
as
Yeah,
narrative
losers.
designers, combining them with implementation, but the implication, he argues, is clear. Being just a writer is no longer enough. As for music and sound design, his concerns are much more structural. Audio work, he says, is increasingly handled through asset libraries, with implementation often falling on the other team members. While some composers prefer the freedom to work across multiple projects, he sees this shift as another sign that audio professionals, like artists and writers, are being treated more like support staff than essential contributors. And there it is, the famous self-insert, the emotional reveal, and honestly, probably the real source of this article's frustration. It's kind of hilarious that they still can't see the correlation. Small teams prioritizing design and programming, and those are the games that are succeeding. I hate to be the one to say it, but artistic roles are less essential, at least at the start. If a game isn't fun, if it doesn't play well, it doesn't matter how pretty the lighting or how cinematic the game feels.
Oh, well, if you look at the wrinkles on the character's skin and oh, wow, look at this. See how their eyebrows are? Oh my God. Why aren't people why? Hey, wait a minute. Wait, you got laid off too? What the hell is happening? It's so ridiculous. How can these people be so delusional?
Indie is thriving right now because it's the exact opposite of AAA. It's gameplay and performance first, everything else after. That's what players care about. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that there's no value in talented artists, musicians, or writers. Hell, they're some of the most celebrated people in the industry. There absolutely is value
It's
in them.
again polishing a turd. Like, for example, I was never interested in playing Skyrim, but I loved the music in Skyrim. It matters, but it's not going to sell a game.
But let's be real, those roles only exist because of programmers and designers. Yes. Without their core systems and mechanics, you're not making a game, you're making a slideshow with music.
It's like the more
these creative roles, no matter how skilled, are built on top of a foundation that they didn't pour. They're contributors, not cornerstones. And those roles can only thrive if the studio is stable enough, profitable enough, and able to actually invest in things that aren't essential to core gameplay. What's wild to me is the complete lack of accountability here. This article paints it like it's some sort of injustice that small indie teams often share roles, where creative directors also write, animate, and score the game, where people that are rigging the characters are also building the gameplay systems that they move through. But that's not dysfunction, that's adaptability. That's what a general...
That's smart. Of course you want to have synthesis inside of the different marketing teams and the different teams that you have. Why the fuck would you not want that?
That's 100% fine.
Obviously you want that. You want to have cohesion. Yes, the more that one person can do, the more cohesion you're going to have inside of a product. Like, of course that's a good thing. How could you think that?
You need 12
list is. That's how most industries work outside of gaming. Hell, I would bet almost everybody that is watching this video right now does way more than their job title suggests. When I worked in construction, I was constantly operating outside of my role, handling HR things like hiring and firing, writing environmental reports, coordinating with government agencies, researching equipment, contacting suppliers, creating and fulfilling purchase orders, even learning to read P&IDs and mechanical drawings. I got more involved in the process because that's what my job required. That's what being useful meant. Wearing multiple hats isn't a threat to job security. It's a privilege. It's a responsibility. And in most industries, it's expected. Look at Ubisoft. They are bloated with specialists right now.
Wait, so is it 10 per? See, that's the thing. I need to add more because of this. I don't know if that's going to be a 1 per or
like 15
5 per, or like it's going to be like, you know, how this is. You know. That's what I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping
how he's doing.
Which means if it's 15 already,
developers, now they have over 1,000 people working on a single entry, and every release gets further away from what made that series special. Guillaume Broche, Sandfall CEO, is also
I was just making sure it was still in my
director of
freaking
Expedition 33. When that team started
sometimes
with just 8 people, they all had to become generalists, taking on roles that they had never done before.
It's weird.
Just to make it work, and in some cases, they ended up excelling
also, I only have
that they had never tried. And you know what?
So I'm only
that
able
made the
to
game
like
better. It made it
Molagora
cohesive because when people are designing systems
3,
that are also
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
visuals,
11,
the
12,
animation, the design, you start
so
to
literally
get
I'm only able to do
alignment,
one
purpose.
thing.
You don't get this Frankenstein project where nobody knows
So I
what
get
somebody
more
else is
Molagora
building or how this whole thing
Okay,
fits together.
so
that's the real problem with over specialization. It turns game development into a game of telephone. The longer
it becomes too granular.
So let's do this then.
And this is a problem that
So we
I
have
think
15,
Diablo 4 had
7,
too,
8, 9,
is
10,
that
11, 12.
no problem
So
in
it's
the game
14
could be
per,
solved
14,
because every single
7,
thing in the
8,
game
9,
was
10, 11.
abstracted through so many different
14,
levels
14.
that nothing could ever happen.
So let's do that. Let's do 14, 14, 14.
That's the problem. Is
Plus
that
the
whenever
15,
you create a
so
product,
15 plus 14.
if you don't have one person at the helm of this product that understands what they're doing, you're going to fail.
Plus
100 fucking %. Like every single time you will fail. It becomes too bureaucratic. Everything takes 4 times as long.
So
Yeah,
we need about
exactly.
like 60.
Like think about
We
even
need,
like making
60.
a phone call to check something with somebody. That's gonna take time.
Pipeline, the
Round
board
up.
sorted the message.
And then, like,
What the
for this as
designer
well, you
envisioned at the
always
very
it's always
beginning
gonna be
gets twisted
1.
by the time it reaches the
So
animators.
3,
then further
6,
when it gets
9.
to
So we
VFX,
need
and
9
it's
of the
lost
red,
entirely by the time marketing gets their hands on it. The more
60 of
segmented
this,
the roles,
and we got
the more
31.
disjointed
How
the
much of
final
these do we got?
product.
We got 29.
Maybe the
You know what?
uncomfortable truth that this writer
We're gonna
doesn't
still
want to
farm
hear is that
until
this
we don't
industry
need
was
it.
never
But we
meant to
need
fully
60.
support specialists, or at least to the degree
That's
that they
absolutely
have.
insane,
Maybe
by
it's
the
time
way.
for more
It's
people
a
to
really
take
good
on
point.
more roles, because the industry got into this mess that they're in right now precisely because they put too much weight on how things look and not how they play. We've got studios that are dropping.
Yeah, video games are over designed, and basically, like I think this happened. Whenever this started, like it probably started after the success of like probably like Halo 3 and like Gears of War, but it really started with The Last of Us, and ever since then, people have started trying to treat video games as if they're movies, and I think that the process of doing that has been overall negative to video games.
Hundreds of millions of dollars on graphics
Because
and
they're not
cinematics, but they
movies.
can't even be bothered to optimize their games to run above 30 FPS. We've got devs spending 6 months on hair physics while the combat feels like it was designed by an intern. What does the animation budget matter if the story's a joke? What does a beautiful world mean if the systems inside of it are broken? Maybe people need to stop clinging to being in a specialized role and take a step back and ask how they are actually contributing to what matters most, whether these games are fun or not. So no, I do not buy
Imagine wondering, guys, is the game fun?
into this narrative of deprofessionalization. Not for a second. What we are seeing isn't the decay of the games industry, it is its next evolution in game development. And honestly, it's not even new. This is what the industry was born from. Small teams, self-starters, people that knew how to build the whole damn thing, not just a piece of it. Is a professional somebody that only knows how to do one job, or is it someone who understands the entire process and can bring something to life from start to finish? Because I know which one I would hire. This whole conversation feels less like a warning and more like job preservation for the sake of job preservation. And look, I get it. Transitions are hard. Watching your field change around you is hard, but we're not entitled to the status quo. The reality is, the industry...
You're not entitled to have this company keep your job on life support indefinitely while you have overstayed your usefulness. That's just the way it works anywhere.
is shifting, you have to shift with it. That's not cruelty, that's life. Dust yourself off, learn something new, expand your role, and if you believe that your skill set is so valuable, then you need to go out there and prove it in more ways than one.
Yeah, by not being
20,000 employees, most of this work was contracted. Teams were leaner, production was tighter, and when one game had ended, well, those people then moved on. But over time, these companies got greedy. They scaled up their output. They held on to these massive headcounts, and instead of letting people go when one project ended, they slid them on to pre-production of the next project, over and over until the weight of this all collapsed. That is not Indy's fault. That is your leadership's fault. Indy is not a threat. It's the path forward. It's the path out. Unless you genuinely believe that your entire career...
He's completely right about this, by the way. Like,
all right, what we got?
The whole thing about like these big studios making these massive games, I think that you're always going to have GTA 6s and like these like really big games.
True,
but
you are.
The future is smaller scale games that are just designed with less people in general.
You know what? Since I do
Like
have
Gravy
it,
Train
let me do
Riders, yeah, exactly. People are taking notice of this. Yeah, it's become so obvious that it's happened. And I think that also like video games, it's kind of like how esports has had this happen too, where people keep investing more and more money into esports thinking that one day it will pay off. But
And it
now
won't.
I think what's happening is that the chickens are coming home to roost and there are no eggs. There's no fucking eggs. And so you go around and you're like, well, okay, well, we invested $800 million in the game and we made $90 million.
Good job.
Where the
You
fuck
did
did my
so
$700
good.
million
Where did my
go?
$700 million go, huh?
Into the fucking void.
Yep, exactly.
It's gone.
Someone else giving you a cubicle and a title, there's an opportunity for you out there. People are buying these games. They are selling, and they're not just passion projects anymore. Many of them are growing into sustainable, expanding studios with the resources to be able to hire new specialists when they scale. That's the natural cycle. That's how a new forest grows, not from keeping dead
I have
trees
14
standing,
of that,
but
so
from
I should be
planting
fine.
new ones and giving them the space to rise. So if you're standing around waiting for AAA to save your job, I have bad news. They're not going
It's
to.
not going
have a
to.
job.
The fuck?
Someone else might. Or hell, you might. You know, it's actually funny. The last time that I read an article from
Well, they will have a job,
GameDeveloper.com, they
actually.
had written an article that was called Yelling is Not Journalism by Brendan Sheffield. And that article was essentially saying that,
Yep.
you know, the whole Baldur's Gate 3 drama,
Don't
when that was
suck, yeah, I'm
going
gonna
on,
do
was an
50.
opportunity to tell players
Because
why
what?
they get unfinished games. And basically
8,
why
9,
we
10,
should be
11,
okay
12.
with it. And we need
So
to be
12,
empathetic, and we need to buy microtransactions
12,
and DLCs, and how it's not the
12.
developer's fault. But the funny thing is, we're customers. We don't have to be empathetic. And this entire thing, yet again, reads like a cry for empathy. But empathy doesn't make better video games, and better video
So
games.
still,
need to
I'm
be
gonna
made
get
for
60
these
just in
companies to be able
case.
to make-
With the
Nobody
2,
gives a
4,
shit.
6 there.
Literally no one cares. If you can't offer a product at the price that people want it, and it's a worse product, you're going
30.
to fail. Like, how is something so simple,
It's-
so obvious, so plain? How is this so like? How are so many people being confused by this? Gamers know better? Yeah, they sure do, don't they?
Well, we're
And,
supposed to.
It's funny to see, but it's
Literally
also a
easy.
pretty big truth.
Hey, what up,
The
Rasta?
audacity of this, so shameless. I know, they're so entitled.
the money to be able to keep these specialists.
I'm farming. I finally
Jobs
farmed
follow
for
the
Robin.
money. So regardless
So
of how
once
necessary
Robin
your
comes
job is
out,
or how much it needs to be
I
protected,
got
at the
one
end of the
win.
day, we
I
are
got
the
one
ones
win.
that decide what's necessary and what's not.
I farmed for Robin.
Right.
Inflation
Fully
keeps
farmed
going
for
up,
Robin.
cost
I
of
used
living
Elagos
continues
as
to
a,
increase, and now these game
as
companies
a,
want to increase prices on video games.
as a
Players
talking
cannot
point for
gamble on
Elagos.
$70 to
That's what I did.
$80 games.
So
And
I
those are the kind of
have
games these specialists are
64
involved in. Why do you guys think that Doom the Dark
catalysts
Age
for
is-
that.
There's
And
the
then
man
I'm gonna
in
have-
chat, legendary drops of the 10 gifted subs.
I'm gonna
This is a good
have
video.
I have those
isn't
ready.
doing
I'm just
well
not gonna
in
get them
sales.
yet.
It's because the game does not deliver
I
on
have
the
enough
value
to
of the
get
price
her
that is being
maximum the
charged for.
6
It's
star.
also not as good as the old ones.
For skill
That's what
enhance, I
everybody
got
has
all
been
of my
saying.
skill
Like, I
enhance
played it,
done
it was
already.
boring.
So I'm gonna be waiting
How the
for
fuck
when
do
it
you get
happens.
bored
The thing
playing
is, I
Doom
just
then?
don't have Molagora, so I'm just gotta wait
just
for the
boring.
Molagora to catch
Like,
up
fuck.
to what I'm doing here. Hey, Rasta, quick question.
But they have to charge that price,
is,
otherwise they're not going to be able to make the
yeah.
money back to be able to pay the specialists that they have working on the game.
Right.
It's okay to
Industries and the world
redeem
itself is constantly evolving.
the
And
Heart of
you
Orbis
cannot
now
leave
because it's
before
gonna
you
reset
Disney wants to
on
survive
next
the game.
Monday.
Do you remember
And you're not gonna be able to
the last
re-
BlizzCon where
do all
the
your stuff on
entire
Monday,
Overwatch
right?
panel was about deciding what tattoos
So you would want to do it today.
the Samoan like tank character, I forgot his name, with the machine guns,
Correct.
Would have. Malga, yeah, exactly. And they're talking about like his tattoos and like the cultural relevance and everything like that. Was it Maori? Yeah, I don't remember exactly specifically, but like I think that was it. And it was just like, what are you, like, who's asking for this? What are you doing with this? What is this? Who cares? Yeah, it's so weird.
Your job will be protected, or that your job is somehow more
Nobody
valuable than
cares.
others. I think that it is incredibly narcissistic
It's a waste
for
of
you to
effort,
believe
yeah.
that the world needs to capitulate or protect you because you are only good at one thing or you only want to do one thing.
Too bad.
You can do that. You can be that person, but if you're going to be that person,
Just know
you have
you're.
to live with the consequences of your
We
lack
have
of
to be really good at it. That's the reason. That's the reality. Is that
Yeah, if you're not good at
like,
it,
there are
nobody's gonna
still people
care.
who paint portraits for rich people. There's just hardly any of them. But the ones that are there still are really fucking good at it.
Yeah, like you're not just gonna sit there.
That's the problem. Is that these people don't make the cut.
flexibility. If you
Being
do not
mediocre
bend,
is not
you
acceptable
break.
now? Yeah.
And I think a lot of these folks are going to break. You are not going to get any pity from the average consumer. It's
Nope.
just not going to happen.
Nope.
Well,
Because
especially you're not whenever you're working
Nah.
in an entertainment industry perceived as a luxury job inside of a
Rift is
world
gone.
where people are being paid. I don't know, like video game development's very weird because like some people get paid a really good amount of money and some people don't get paid shit. So it's hard really for me to say. But it's going to be very hard for you to explain to a firefighter, a policeman, a lineman, a garbage man, a grocery store worker, a stocker, a warehouse worker, why playing video games is some sort of like sacred calf that cannot be defiled. And then look to them to see, oh, well, please give me sympathy. Please feel sorry for me. It's a luxury. Yeah, it's seen as a luxury job.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's really the truth. And streaming is the same way, by the way. Yeah, it's the exact same fucking way.
We all know
People
that if
just
we
don't
say
see
something like, that's not my job, that almost always leads to not having a job.
Yeah.
And when it comes to writer, artist, or musician, these are things that in common society that we view as hobbies. And you guys have the opportunity. No, you guys have the privilege of making that your job. It is up to you to protect it.
See?
Not
Yeah.
the world.
Entertainment jobs are also valued the most. They're valued the most and respected the least.
Guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to share the video with your friends. Make sure to like the video, share the video. I already said share. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Hey, follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay cool. Stay righteous. Stay safe.
There it is. There it is. Well, I pretty much agree with everything he said, honestly. And I think really what's going to keep happening is that these companies are going to continue getting smaller. Give it a like, give them a sub.
There we go.
I've been watching Legendary Drops videos for a very, very long time, and it is great to see these videos popping off, man. It is amazing. Look at this. Over 500,000 fucking views. That's nuts. How can someone say sharing roles is a good thing? In small companies, it's insanely stressful. I get the upside, but it sounds like a dude who wrote the article has never worked at all. Well, the dude who wrote the article said
makes
that
sense.
sharing roles was a bad thing, and so I'm assuming that like this guy, you're referring to the guy that made the video. He said he worked in construction for 7 years and he did shared roles all the time. At the IRS, I did 3 or 4 different jobs.
New mixer, beautiful. This thing, look at this. Huh? How about a little round of applause? How about a little round? Oh, you're wearing all brown. Meatball.
Now I feel like I look really short and fat. Where's the bug? Is there really a bug?
No,
I look short and
it
fat.
looks like a
Good.
little mosquito.
I still gotta get to episode 4, 10-10, dude.
Why does he look easier to see in the camera?
It's so hard.
We should do a shot.
Okay.
Alright, next game.
Yeah, we're doing the gin. There's a lot of booze in this. It doesn't taste like a lot of booze,
Let's
which is scaring me.
Oh, I forgot I poured so much in here too, and I'm just chasing gin with more gin, and it's all warm. No, that's bug liquid.
All right, let me intro the stream.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to High Laugh You Lose. We just went live. Welcome to Cringe You Drink. Today we're gonna be cringing and drinking, and I'm gonna take a shot. Right now we always start with one shot.
One shot is the way. This is
Let's
the
do
first
it.
shot that
Ready
we've
to cringe
taken.
and drink?
Yep. There's so much stuff over me.
They should not have left these here with me.
I thought it said upgrade.
God.
I thought it said upgrade. I was about to be so mad. Update. I was gonna say, who the fuck is updating what?
Oh my god.
As opposed to.
Oh, what's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? You see what's in his mouth? Does he have gum in his mouth? Where'd you get the gum?
Oh! Oh my god, why?
What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful
wedding. Said the bride bed do waiter.
Sing it. Can you at least know the lyrics?
I'm so drunk and I stumbled over
Okay,
my
someone
words.
said you in 20 years. That's
Haven't you
True.
people ever heard of closing a door?
Closing the door.
These kinds of things.
Closing the door.
oil.
That's the fuel tank.
There's definitely oil in that.
Happy birthday, dear feeling maid. Please don't say maybe. Happy birthday to you. You're such a babe. Happy birthday to you.
I don't like that.
How many different songs?
Happy birthday to you.
What does her shirt actually say?
Cheetos?
Where do you see that?
You're so flaming hot.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Podios. How about that?
What song is this?
She-ho.
Trying to fill the word
Hodo.
or something. Just-
She-ho.
Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. She's like
Yes.
doing the smolder. What do? Do you ask for a refund or? That's so bad. I feel so bad for.
Alright, we want memo
It's
sprites.
not.
So, oh, we got it
It's gonna
already.
be a while.
Girl, you're cooked. That's so bad. I love who mistake. I found it.
Oh, I think that was his name.
Let's win.
Like, family guys?
There we go.
Isn't there a family of raisins that we're kind of
Wait, yes, there are. Dude, the California raisins. We don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. We don't accept them.
Oh, okay.
As a Californian, I don't fuck. You want to pull them up?
Yeah, yeah.
Some
We don't fuck
memo
with the California
sprite.
raisins.
Let's see the
Listen,
California
I don't know. They've been scaring me.
Oh, nah, but
bro.
accurate.
Memo sprite.
All the fucking old boomers in chat are like, oh, I remember watching that on my mom's VCR.
But you need to get as much
Look
memo
up
sprite damage as
34 on the
possible.
California raisins. Why? Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's not enough. The California raisins, bro.
They're purple.
Let's win.
Yes, they're known for their natural blue-black color. That's not what I meant.
More like
Whoops.
you. Because Mama's having a manic episode right now. And he's craving and dying his plant. And a shopping spree. Yeah.
We can do anything.
Like 45 cans of Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That about these nuts.
Please book a cameo.
That's like
Just throw out the whole car.
Oh
It's
no, it's
milk.
over. It's over.
How do you like?
It's over. You gotta get detailed.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's so bad. How did that happen, by the way?
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
It makes me feel like it's
Exploded.
intentional. How do
It
you?
has to be, right? Like, how do you?
Went
Oh,
to
that's how. There you
management.
go. You just,
Okay, that's how it happened. Makes sense. Never mind.
Yep.
You don't feel bad anymore.
This makes me panic.
Bye-bye. Go ahead, throw them back in there.
Good job.
Oh no, that would make
Let's
me
win.
cry. that would actually make me cry.
If I was a little girl,
Let's
yeah.
win.
I love the noise it makes.
Too.
It's such a good. I gotta hear it one more time.
No.
Can I?
Yeah.
Look at it. It's about to go to her hand.
Oh, she saved it. She.
Release.
It's way better.
It's a good
It's
ending.
way better. Yeah, good
Now,
ending.
now we just skip.
Oh.
I don't know if
It's
that
gonna-
fish is alive.
Oh, it is. Oh,
It was playing coy. Koi! Is that where that comes from? It was playing koi. Like a fish.
Boy fish.
I'm Spencer. I'm Chad. I'm Andrew. I'm Brett. And we hope you two beautiful ladies are having a wonderful evening tonight. We are a bachelor quartet.
100% chance to double the rewards.
Are
10%
you
chance to
interested in
double
any of us?
rewards.
We're single, we're ready to mingle, and we're kind of wealthy. Take your pick.
I'm not flattered. No, thank you.
I respect that. I totally respect that. Boys, do you have anything to add? No. Okay then. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Goodbye. Good.
Can I just say though, I know people are saying cringe, fake, whatever. Let's be honest for a second. Kind of Chad.
Yeah.
Are you interested? No? Have a nice night.
And then they sung for them.
And then they sung. I would scream too. I would scream and cry.
I would probably
Did you see the
pass
video
away.
Of the outdoor? What's his name?
I
The
would
dude, the
probably
dad,
pass
where he
away.
just punches a fish to death.
No, be careful. No, why are you laughing? That's so awful.
He's like, you find a rock, son? I can't find anything. No, fuck that. I'll take care of it.
Punch, 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 punch.
So cringe. Oh my god. What is this? Is from Irish Sea Devil? So cringe. The thing is, listen, did you see the video of the outdoor? What's his name? The dude, the dad, where he just punches a fish to death.
No, why are you laughing? That's
so
awful.
funny. He's like, you find a rock, son? I can't find
Nope.
a big enough rock, Dad. I'll take
All right,
care
well,
of
we'll
it.
take care of it.
I'm feeling pretty submissive, rather fertile, and extremely breedable this evening.
So cringe. Oh my god. What is this? Is from Irish She Devil? So cringe.
Beat it so hard, he died.
I use user pronouns.
The fuck
She's
is
going
that?
to the store. She's having.
Just read the
I
left
don't
side.
understand.
The left side made me laugh.
I know, but what does that mean? Oh, a seizure. Oh, a seizure.
Your friend's
oh.
over.
So this must be like a single stall restroom, all gender. Why did she go in there to do that though? Is this
Is she
fake?
just dancing?
I don't.
I feel like it's.
No, bro. That's bad. Also, like, she's attractive.
Yeah, she got that bod.
She could have done any normal dance move, and it would have still. He would have walked in and been like, "Oh, my bad." But she picked.
Oh, my bad.
The incident.
What is that?
After
dance?
internet current, the main through current,
He's like.
It's the simplest things that make you go crazy.
You doing R?
Do what Senpai says.
I don't even know what they're saying.
Me neither.
Look it up.
I really
See
don't.
if you can do it.
What is it?
I'm so
Describe it.
mad.
I don't even know what I'm looking up.
It's like ara. Like they say it like very sexually.
It's a porn thing? Well, then leave it to the porn stars.
Rude. Leave it to those. Not.
Who the fuck is this guy in his bathroom?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like the sane part of me is always like, okay, well, she clearly needs like a breather. But then like the other part of me is like, keep going. Just break her.
What?
His accent confused me.
Give me the mouse, focus on the accent. That was one of the cringiest videos of the night.
I genuinely don't know what he said.
Okay.
Why is this person in a coma?
I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay.
Is it because you're? I don't.
Can we go back to the other
What
guy?
is this?
What did it say?
Trying to fart quietly on a roller coaster.
Makes me make Wawa.
Me makes
I
wawa. I
spew,
spew a bit. I spew
Bite.
it.
A bite.
I spew a bit.
This is an unemployed human.
Unemployed human. Got it.
Oh. Sorry, I thought that was. Oh.
Oh.
You're Nika.
Oh. Still, this is like, doesn't he say
Feel alcohol?
Jeff the Shark?
I am.
It's like watch Justin Bieber.
Rest in peace to all the soldiers that died inside your face. That died inside your
Oh my god.
Walk at a moderate pace.
Oh. That is. That is
Center of gravity. Learn
insane.
about it.
Who did it? That was the guy. Oh shit. Okay.
That was a child.
Everything about. Oh shit.
Center of gravity. Learn about it.
Who did it? That was the guy. Oh shit. Okay.
That was a child.
Everything about this.
100% child.
They should put this in the Smithsonian, the Louvre. I view this as legitimately art. I love when I get to
It's
a point
art.
of something where I cannot explain it. I cannot explain why this is perfect. You either get it or you don't.
Can I help you find something?
I'm just looking for toys for my dog.
Oh, buddy.
Welcome back to Pokenut November.
Nope, we ain't doing that today.
Number generator, which corresponds to the Pokédex number of the Pokemon I have nut to for.
Oh no! I knew exactly where it was going, but then hearing it
Hearing him say it is.
I don't like that.
for that day. Last episode, I got Minchino. Surprising amount of content. Still not good, but like...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Looks like my dead cat.
Wait, how about Minchino Rule 34?
No.
426. Let's see.
Oh, dear God.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I'm invested.
I'm invested in this one now.
Jerk off to drift.
Go ahead and do it.
Or whatever.
You've got to be kidding me.
These are awesome. Oh, I can show that to chat, right?
That one you can show. This one's crazy.
I'm just doing the memo sprite ones that do like that one's
women were
enhanced.
suppressed. But thanks to feminism, women are now able to work, vote, and join the military if they so choose. But now feminism is no longer about equality. Women want control. They don't want equality. They want all the good things that come from being a man, but none of the bad.
Has this guy ever just like, have you played CS?
This
and just,
one.
like,
I think he has.
why are you
This
saying
one.
that?
Everyone in
Anything?
CS hates women.
That's true.
Yeah, like.
No, I actually hate. I fucking despise
That's
it.
actually.
I despise it. No, that's fair.
There
This
you
video's
go.
gonna
Got
do
it.
absolutely
No.
dog shit reviews because
I don't
TikTok
at
won't
all.
push it out, or it'll just get taken down.
Oh, this should also be in a museum. What the fuck was that?
It just push it up. And for a different Dax Scabbard.
So we have two good
Hold on, you might not, and I'm not gonna get into it.
That's
but
fair.
there's a lot of flags on
Okay.
this
Flag.
car that are woo.
Okay.
One Israeli flag,
he's
one
gonna get
Grand
into
Union flag,
Oh my
one
god.
Jesus flag, and one Trump flag. It's a lot going on.
What are you listening to?
Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants Afrobeats remix.
Let's talk about
Kinda
the
hard.
stairs. Y'all are absolutely hating the fact that we took these stairs out. Don't get me wrong, they were absolutely gorgeous. But honestly,
Why would you take those stairs out?
Let's see what they put.
just not ideal. To get to the kitchen, you either had to go through the living room, and y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see the after, or you had to walk under the staircase. Donnie's 6'2", and it's just not ideal to walk under to get to the kitchen. If this wasn't going to be our primary residence, then I'd see no issue just leaving them. But we're so excited to make this our dream home and host so many family events. So it just
That
makes sense to us to take the
sucks.
stairs out so they weren't the first
Because,
thing
like,
that
you
seen
gotta-
when you walked out the
you gotta
kitchen. I'm gonna get a
literally,
little
like,
funky at the end of the video to
hate
make sure y'all
your
stay
life
with me.
at that point.
Every single door that you come through,
They just got it.
needed to be taken. I think that this is just so much more family friendly. And here's a sneak peek at the new stairs.
A fucking millisecond of those fucking stairs. Like, I'm so.
Dude, almost like 3 frames.
I don't think this is horrible, to be
No,
honest. The
it's
stairs took up the whole area, and if they're making it all modern, sure. It was very
no,
like.
but see, I agree.
But then why buy this
Here's
house?
the One, yes. 2, this is such an expensive renovation.
Yeah.
That the spiral staircase gave the house like character. Like I
do
don't know.
agree. I
Just
do
get
agree.
I don't know.
But I also just don't like the look of like really old homes. I just wouldn't be the
Then
home
I
for
wouldn't
me.
have bought the fucking old home.
That's what I'm saying. Unless it was like a
It's still in the way. It kind of is. It's
Yeah.
just, I think furries deserve more respect. I think
What?
that people need to stop making fun of them, and I think they should be more public. That's High Laugh You Lose, baby. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's High Laugh.
No, it's not you left.
What was it? What did we just do?
Cringy drink.
Says who?
I don't know. I
Says who?
drank a lot.
Come and take it!
So I heard about this girl, and this chick had 300 subs around 3 days ago. Asmongold reacted to her video, and she got 60,000 subs in a day, and now she's at 90,000 subs in a day. I'm unfamiliar with this person. I do love
This
when
one.
women can put their own bias and their lifestyle aside and speak fairly and objectively over an issue that we have in games, including the party that might be involved. So I am curious to hear what this video is about, and hopefully if I react, I can help her get to 100K. So that is at least the goal. I've heard this video is quite good, so I would like to hear it out.
I think I'm starting to spiral here. In every other kind of media, shows, books, movies, we expect characters to be these complex, emotionally layered, and oftentimes different people. CD Projekt Red gave us Geralt in backed up, and the entire internet said absolute cinema. But
then the moment you sexualize a woman, the internet loses their fucking mind. I guarantee you that's the next words out of her mouth. And if so, I'm pre-liking the video.
when a female game character is hotter, suddenly it's like the studio committed some kind of war crime.
I love her.
I love her. I love her.
She's the greatest. And finally, somebody who makes me feel like I'm not going fucking crazy. It's the same thing in the gotcha community. A dude comes out with fucking 12-pack abs, foot-long dick, jacked as shit, eating out the woman's pussy the whole game. This is so empowering.
Oh my God, I love it.
This is so empowering. The moment a girl has any amount of cleavage, what the fuck is this gooner foot long? The moment, this is so empowering. This is so empowering. The moment a girl has any amount of cleavage, what the fuck is this gooner game?
Why are you sexualizing all of my women? Oh my God.
Jesus.
And somewhere between 2014 and now, these types of women just started disappearing more and more from our Western games. You know, women who had beauty and charm and mystery, lip gloss, and the ability to just ruin your life with a single dialogue option.
Absolutely. And the reason why this happens
man.
is because beautiful women no longer
Fucking
exist in the gaming sphere anymore. They don't. They don't play fucking video games. They're too busy taking their fucking clothes off and being whores and selling their body on the internet to their fucking OnlyFans. Now all we got is a bunch of ugly-ass motherfuckers occupying the fucking space who gets angry whenever they see a relatively attractive fucking woman. So we gotta pander to these fucking hogs all day. It's ridiculous.
So let's talk about the modern female protagonist. How did you feel when I said that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Typically, they're more emotionally walled off. They're vaguely angry, honestly, me too. They have tactical everything, tragic backstories, but a lot of times won't talk about it with you. Muted color palettes, and no cute hairstyles or makeup or joy.
Okay,
and they normally
I will defend, hold up.
Hair palettes and no cute hair.
I will defend this character as a guy with an immense amount of bias towards Fable. The main character for Fable is a jackass.
Excuse me.
A complete fucking jackass. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt and say that they literally had to make this character fucking ugly.
Why?
Because they're a fucking jackass. And there's also a meter where the more good things you do, the better you look, the better you smell. You get a golden aura around you. And the worse
I don't like this thing at all, dude.
Uglier and you smell like shit. So I'm going to assume that this is the neutral base point. I could be totally wrong about this. I could be totally wrong about this. I'm going to assume this is the neutral starting point. And if you do more good things, you become more beautiful. If you do more horrific things, you become ugly. But that is my opinion. I am a massive Fable fan. I have a lot of emotional connection to this game. When my house burned down, I played Skylanders and Fable 3 hundreds of times. I love this fucking franchise. And I am horrified that this game might become a fucking train wreck. And it looks like it might be a fucking train wreck, but I'm going to fingers crossed and hope that it's good. And I also haven't heard news in forever.
That was good.
Styles or makeup or joy, and they normally display more masculine traits. And I'm not saying that these characters can never work.
Sure.
But if they're not done extremely well,
Yes.
the issue isn't just that so many of them fall flat, it's that they don't resonate at all. They're not.
Absolutely. I think a character that was a great character that was more progressive would be probably Jax from Mass Effect 2 and 3. This fucking butch, bald-headed lesbian who was masculine as fuck. She was awesome. Really good character. I think a poorly done progressive character is that fucking non-binary dragon from Dragon Age, and it just felt so fucking forced. It was embarrassing.
Not iconic, they're not aspirational, and they're just not the kind of character you want to think about after the credits roll.
Sorry,
and just
Jack,
like
not
the women
Jax.
that I obsess over in all my books and TV shows, the smart, complex, stunning characters, I just want to aspire to the character that I'm playing in a game. She should feel powerful and gorgeous and emotionally relatable in a way that makes sense. But
when we play a game, the point of the game, for a lot of cases, is to make you feel like you're a god of that world. Like you have control and everyone looks at you with affection and admiration. Because in real life, this is a very cold, bitter world where so many people, so many men who get a single compliment remember it for the rest of their lives because it's never gonna happen again. It's never gonna happen again. And people just wanna feel like they're important. They wanna feel like they're special. They wanna feel like they matter. So yes, they want to be a beautiful man, they want to see beautiful woman, or they want to be a beautiful woman, and they want to see beautiful men, because that's the slice of reality that they're never gonna get, because the world isn't like that, and they're using this to escape their world, which might be much more cold and much more bitter than the average Joe. So people use video games as an escape. So let's stop making video games feel like a worse version of this already horrific hell that so many people have to endure every single fucking day.
most of the leads that we're getting nowadays, they're not memorable. And let's be honest, they're not exactly breaking the internet. Okay, at least in a good way. The characters that really stand out, that
Concord
make
was a joke.
difference, they've got it all. They've got the looks and the charm and the presence and the personality, and they've got the things that make people care, or at least cosplay. Well, we didn't want to over-sexualize her. Okay, that's fine. I'm on board with that. But somewhere along the way, that turned into she can't flirt or cry or be.
I would also like to say,
there we go.
I am totally okay with characters not being sexualized. Like having their tits out, being like their entire personality is sucking dick. It's annoying to me too. Like, trust me, like I like a little bit of mystique, and the more depth of personality, the more that I'm actually attracted to them in a fucking normal way, rather than this thing exists just to make me come. Right? So I like when the characters have personality. It's good. I don't mind fan service at all. I don't mind sexualization at all, but when that's all they have, it loses substance. So it does get annoying even for me, and I'm a fucking gooner, right? But yeah, I don't know when it became from we can't sexualize characters to now we have to make these characters make you flaccid because of how fucking ugly they are.
Be too gentle or smile too.
Yeah, there's a big difference between sexy and sexual. Absolutely.
Too much. Or we're makeup. Yes, sorry, I'm gonna hit on that a little bit today. We went from don't objectify her to don't let her feel like a real person. And she can be strong, but not soft. Beautiful, but only if it's on accident. Heaven forbid if she has feelings and good hair.
Ooh, 1.25 billion, dude.
I get the opportunity
Holy
to make a custom character
shit, that's
game,
insane.
she is always
Let's
a
go.
that has lore. Winged eyeliner, mysterious aura.
Boom, 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 boom,
Every
boom.
NPC in the game is in love with her, and honestly, they should be, okay? Might have in Baldur's Gate 3. In April, she walks into a scene and the lighting just...
Holy fuck, she's beautiful!
Sterling is chomping at the bit. Shadowheart's have reflections. And her inventory
Fuck him up, LeBron.
is more iconic. She's
Fuck
got
him up,
3
LeBron.
rings, an outfit, and a morally questionable tiara that she just doesn't want to take off. And it just makes you wonder, because if certain games let you create so much charm and magnetism, why can't games with dedicated female leads do the same thing? Well, what are some of the more recent female leads that we've been graced with? I think about Frey from Forspoken. She can fight dragons and bend the laws of physics.
Oh, she looks dope.
Parkour across dimensions. That's super cool. But for some reason, they gave her the most awkward dialogue and had her deliver every line like she was on hold with customer service. On mute. What about Kay Vess from Star Wars Outlaws? She's a scrappy space outlaw.
No idea.
In theory. In practice, she kind of just plays like she just respawned from a bug and isn't sure where she is or why she's there. Okay, well, what about, you know, Ivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Actually, she was canonically the real one. But you probably wouldn't know that because even Ubisoft was like, dang, that's crazy. Anyway, check out this guy's beard. Or Dragon Age the Veilguard. In this game, 10 years in the oven.
Oh, God.
It often felt cringy instead of charming. It really wasn't much mystery, but there was a lot of butchering. And instead of
fucking joke.
emotionally rich companions kind of just got chronically online Twitter bios in fantasy outfits.
Yep.
I think you get
Them
the
damn
point,
Pokédex
but
bios.
I'm gonna say it anyway. We need female characters with range, with presence, with a little drama, if you will. The girls who made you feel something were not perfect.
Nice.
They were messy and charismatic and complicated.
Wow,
in the best
38
way.
by the way.
Sadie Adler from Red Dead 2, her husband literally dies, and she goes, cool, I'm going feral now. And grieving? Yes. Stunning? Yes. Horse girl? Absolutely. But I
Absolutely.
over with that horse. Chloe Frazer from Uncharted. She's flirty and morally flexible, and somehow still makes betrayal feel hot. Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy.
There we go. Finally a fucking character that I know. One of the most iconic and sexy video game females of all time. Bro, Tifa makes me fucking weak. Like, holy shit. I need to play Final Fantasy VII Remake just so I can experience this.
Give me 1 second, okay?
She could literally take down a behemoth in one hit and then quietly make you some soup and ask if you've been sleeping okay. Max from Life is Strange, a super sweet, anxious girl who accidentally rewrote the entire space-time continuum just because she had too many feelings. And honestly, we love a relatable queen. Or Naboo from The Legend of Zelda series.
Oh yeah! Holy shit! Baby Techie got made weak by that shit.
She leads armies and fights evil, and
yes, she
somehow
does.
still looks like she's posing for a Vogue cover the entire time. Probably my first girl crush. This should not be controversial.
Baby Techie.
I'll say it. We need to bring back a great male leads. Okay? And not because women can't carry a story, but because we've just, like, chucked balance off the cliff. It seems like the knee-jerk reaction to underrepresentation accusations became all female everything forever, no notes. And now, after we've gotten so many forgettable female leads, not you, Ellie. But with all the others, we've hit this weird place where the audience is already exhausted before the trailer even ends. And unfortunately, caught in the crossfires of this has been Naughty Dog's new IP, Intergalactic.
Jesus Christ, bro. I'm just gonna be real. If the developers can't make a character look good, why would anybody trust them to make a game be good? It's such a simple task. Like, it is so fucking simple. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I will pass.
And goes to painting. But when I think about just well-written women in games, what's interesting is some of gaming's best women were not even the protagonists, but they were the scene stealers. Ciri from The Witcher 3.
I think Ciri looks great. I know the internet freaked out over Ciri. I thought Ciri looked fine. Like, straight up. I thought she looked hot as fuck. Maybe that's just me. But I thought she looked great.
Is quite literally the entire reason that Geralt is risking his life across these war-torn kingdoms. And
Yeah.
she's this complicated, beautiful, just wild
Yeah.
young girl who's somehow still more mature than everyone else around her. Or Yuna from Final Fantasy X, this graceful, selfless, and devastating character who's literally carrying the hopes of an entire world on her back, and then she still apologizes when she inconveniences you. And if that's not being a girl...
Guys, why don't any good women exist anymore, man? It's just so depressing, man. We can't have good women in real life because they're all at home doing OnlyFans. And we can't have any good women in video games because the lesbians on Twitter said that they have to be ugly now. Man, it's so sad, bro. It's so sad.
Well, I don't know what is. Or Midna from Twilight Princess. All right, she's a little bit annoying at first, but she bullies Link for like the first 30 hours of the game, saves his life, opens a dimensional portal, and then vanishes all with a glowing tear. He never says a word to her the entire game, but she says everything with her absence. Truly a legendary situationship. And while Western games are nervously nerfing kind of every trace of femininity from their female characters, Eastern devs are like, yeah, here's a mysterious woman who could kill you and make you cry about it. You're welcome. Capcom? They've been in their iconic woman era since, like, forever. Resident Evil is one of my all-time favorite series, and Jill is tactical, calm, easily has the cleanest bob in gaming.
Yo, what's the name? There she is. I was about to say, what is this bitch's name? She is so fine, and she's such a good character. Like, she's sexy as fuck. I would hardly say Ada is sexualized. I would say she is just gorgeous and empowered. I love this character.
Ada
She's
is
so good.
serious, stylish.
Oh, is it Ada? I always called her Ada.
She might lie to your face, but she's still gonna get a fan cam. Claire is this beautiful, kind, capable woman who takes zero nonsense. And Lady D had like 10 minutes of screen time in Village.
Overrated. I'll say it. Overrated. Every time I jerk off to this character, I regret it afterwards. Straight up. I regret it every time. Because I'm like, man, I just jerked off to a grandma. I can't do it. I know a lot of you guys are crazy about this. But dude, I think the sisters are way hotter.
Tomorrow, once I get the thing tomorrow, I should be
way
fine.
hotter.
I'm not gonna farm for anything until I
It's
get
insane.
high. If I do
Like,
get
it
high,
is insane. Anyways.
And she still owned Halloween for like the next 2 years. They're hot, they're cool, they've got so much range, and you remember them. You want to be them, or you just kind of want them to emotionally damage you just a little bit. It's the same kind of energy with Monster Hunter Wilds. They dropped a couple of composed, stunning women, and the internet instantly started to cosplay. They're expressive and graceful, and they've just got that magnetism about them. And that's why the boys are in love, the girls are in love, and I am in love. And then we've got From Software, who just casually releases the most haunting, elegant women in modern gaming like it's nothing. The doll from Bloodborne, our favorite Victorian comfort character. She's soft-spoken, she's gentle, and she definitely knows more than she's letting on. Or Lady Maria, tragic, terrifying character with perfect posture, and 10 out of 10, I would let her fight me again. Or Ronnie from Elden Ring, who I was quite literally on my knees for, and I made sure to do every single step of her quest so I could serve her as me Elden Lord. Or Melina. Oh, Melina was so glowing and quiet and just sad. And then when she leaves you at the site of grace, like, my work here is done. And you're just devastated and you're just sitting there all by yourself.
Why was she called the Finger Maiden? From soft, you becoming from sus. That was some sussy baka type shit, brother.
Alone in your little tunic. These ladies do not need exposition dumps or 80 cutscenes. They just show up and drip elegance, drop one line of vague sorrow, and then next thing you know, you're obsessing over cosplays and fan art for like the next month. I say all of this because femininity is not outdated. It's not shallow, and it's not something that you need to water down for the story to be taken seriously. It's range. So please let women be cute and manipulative, kind and a little chaotic, soft but have sharp teeth, pretty, powerful, emotionally devastating, and the reason the protagonist starts journaling in a cave somewhere. Because femininity is Zelda, steadfast and radiant, and standing between her kingdom and ruin with nothing but hope and stubborn grace. Or Triss, who's clever and compassionate and plays politics with you with a super soft smile that just makes you kind of forget that she's winning. Or Bayonetta, who's playful and provocative and treats every battlefield like a runway and then
Or my goat, Lollipop Chainsaw. Now that's what every woman should strive to be.
never manages to smudge her lipstick. Or Lightning, who's a beautiful, guarded, and grieving character who carries the entire weight of the world in 6-inch heels. And when female characters are done right, they're not flat or abrasive or weak. They're actually narrative gold. They have tension and softness that stabs, or beauty as a weapon. Let's let women be gorgeous and terrifying, sweet and
Wouldn't that be
strategic,
nice?
gentle and unhinged. Let them be feminine again.
Nah, we gotta make them all hate men. And we gotta make them all ugly, because God forbid a man jerks off to them. And that would be terrible. That would be awful. Guys, I'm gonna blow your mind. Did you know that women masturbate to video game characters too? Yeah, how about we go get on those motherfuckers? Because I'm tired of being held guilty for that shit. Like, bro, it's just normal shit. Who cares? Let beautiful people be beautiful people, and let's just stop getting so upset about it, man. Jesus, let's stop making y'all's mental illness our responsibility. It's such a fucking joke. Great video. Insanely good video. And I hope to God they have 100,000 subs a week after I post this shit. Bye-bye. I got linked this in the Daily Scramble. I believe this is about Nyara VT. You know, one of those V-tweeters that can get like 10, 20K thousand likes on their Twitter, but then they can't break 200 viewers on like Twitch, right? And they make less than minimum wage, and all they do is live on the internet all day. Yeah, one of those people. I believe they're a Pokédex bio as well.
And it's always like so interesting that these people are like obsessed with age of consent, with like
That's enough. Let's get into it though.
just when they think I've...
Oh, they also tried to farm a clip of me again, trying to shit on me, and then the entire internet took a dump in their mouth. Hey, I'll be real, man. I'll be real. Everything I said was absolutely correct. You might be upset about it, but it is what it is. Let's keep going here.
Seen it all. I've heard it all. I mean,
Check out the IGN review for Arc Raiders. They praised Marathon, but completely shitted on Arc Raiders. But even compared it to Fortnite, it couldn't have been that bad, right? IGN Arc, Jesus, its #1 result. So this is the first preview. Oh my God. That's, by the way, that's not a good ratio. That's a bad ratio. Very bad ratio. Nobody likes that ratio.
Aggressively archetypical. The extractionist extraction shooter that ever extracted. It's one of the least surprising games I've ever played. Holding so much in common with its inspirations, they're almost comically...
By the way, I don't understand how this isn't like some kind of... Like, this is the kind of stuff to me that makes me feel like I'm living in a simulation. When you have your... Like, this is, #1, this is absolutely... And Jared, you are going to get roasted on this. Your last name is Jared Petty. And you are using the most millennial... Like, this guy... Is this guy a writer for Borderlands 4? How many Funko Pops do you think Jared owns? Does Jared have Blue Sky? Petty Command... He actually has... Oh my God.
Archetypical. The extractionist extraction shooter that ever extracted. It's one of the least surprising games I've ever played. Holding so much in common with its inspirations, they're almost comically indistinguishable. For preview purposes, this is a very good thing. If you enjoy other games about scavenging goods while avoiding PvE foes and robbing PvP humans, you're probably going to like Arc Raiders. If you don't, then there's likely nothing new here to tempt you. This is a game...
So let me get this straight. If you like this genre of video games, you're going to like this video game.
Game so unabashedly tied to its progenitors that the hero's default melee weapon is a pickaxe, the same weapon Fortnite metaverse heroes dropping off of battle buses lug into combat. That's a...
This is really bad. Like, I usually assume when IGN does something and it's bad, it's not actually bad, right? It's just people that are overreacting because it's IGN. So because you start with a pickaxe, this is somehow bad because Fortnite used it? Oh my God. And also, you're right about the graphics.
Cute enough homage. But it's
This
only
looks
the
like
tip of the
PUBG.
iceberg for the ways Arc Raiders will be instantly comprehensible for those who play Battle Royale, tree-punching survival games, or Extraction. There's very little that feels truly original, but the components bolted together from other successful live service games click predictably and produce a satisfying result. The goal each round is simple. Go to the surface and then get back underground alive with better loot than you started with. Two forces stand in the way of that goal. The first are the Ark, AI-controlled battle robots that wander the map searching for any sign of organic life. The Ark...
I can see why these people are worried about losing their job to AI. I can. He's a theater major? No, he's not. No. No, I will not believe that. I will not believe that a guy whose last name is Petty, who is on Blue Sky, who... No.
May thy love endure
No.
forever,
I will
never
not see it.
ceasing.
I will not believe this.
Are no trifling threat. Even the smallest bots can prove surprisingly dangerous, especially in groups. The little spider-like...
Jesus, I can see why this guy gave it a bad rating.
Scurriers are downright upsetting for an arachnophobe like me, and the large crawlers do not mess around. Mark, wander the map listening for the sounds...
I want to play this back again.
May thy love endure
They're downright upsetting
forever,
for an arachnophobe like me.
never ceasing.
The little spider-like scurriers are downright upsetting for an arachnophobe like me, and the large crawlers do not mess around.
Give me a minute. I have another great point to make.
May thy love endure
This is going to be me
forever,
agreeing with myself.
never ceasing.
It'll take me a minute, but I've just got to find it. While I don't have an inherent problem with this type of design, what I've noticed with, quote, accessibility features is that once they're normalized, they become expected and their absence is discriminatory/problematic. Body type 1 and 2, arachnophobia mode, trigger warnings as examples.
Hmm? Huh?
Wow.
Oh, there you are.
I really,
Who's a good boy?
That's crazy, right? That's, wow, what are the odds of that? See, I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. According to his LinkedIn, he has a master's in theology. I don't know, man. What if arachnophobia mode turned everything into spiders?
Hmm? Huh?
Just to troll people, have like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna turn on
there
arachnophobia
you
mode, and it makes
are.
every monster a spider. They call it, it's for,
Who's a
what's it
good
called?
boy?
Exposure therapy.
Mark, wander the map listening for the sounds of search or battle and swarm any humans they find. The Ark are especially dangerous in numbers, and there are plenty of subtle little traps set where clusters of different Ark with complementary abilities are placed near one another, sometimes hidden in indoor areas where one can literally trip into them. I met my fate more than once when I got
How do you not know where you're getting hit? You have to know where you're getting hit. Like, it literally, like, you could just go behind here. What are you doing?
Areas where one can literally trip into them. I met my fate more than once when I got overconfident around Ark.
That's overconfident?
May thy love
God,
endure
I'd hate to see him playing
forever,
scared.
never ceasing.
Is this the guy that did the Cuphead tutorial? Like, this is, okay, so give me 1 second. Sorry. Where is my old PUBG videos?
Hmm? Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna see if I
there
can
you
find this.
are.
Because I understand that I'm
gonna have to look it up a lot.
Let me see if
to
I can
be
pull it
honest,
up here.
I'm gonna have to really look it up. Okay, sorry guys, I was doing like 3.
Like, I get it.
So limited time reward. What is that?
This was me playing the game.
What is this? Limited time reward for what? I actually want to see what this.
Like, oh, what the fuck was that? Right, you suck them in, right? You suck them into you?
No, I thought you meant suck their dick. They're behind you, behind you, behind you.
Yep.
Fuck!
There's 2 squads. We got killed.
I'm the worst at this game, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty bad.
I missed every fucking shot.
Got killed.
I'm the worst at the.
There's
Fuck!
2 squads.
You guys might not have known this at the time, but this was actually my video application to become a reviewer at IGN.
The
Let's do
monstrosity
this.
literally spun to the air with its legs like some kind of Cyclops spider helicopter. Take down an arc, though, and the rewards can be worth your trouble. They generally contain ammo and weapon components. The
Yeah.
second and more deadly threat are your fellow raiders.
Duh.
If you choose to play Arc Raiders, you best enjoy watching your back. Because to quote Casablanca,
This place is full of vultures everywhere.
it's often more efficient to fall upon a fully loaded player who isn't paying attention than to risk a half hour of bracing open doors in a nearby warehouse, or to lurk near an extraction point and cut somebody down when they're about to escape.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, every other raider is likely looking
Free
to
as
do the
a
same
bird.
to you. Combat is competent enough to be satisfying. Your third-person avatar moves and controls like most other third-person avatars.
He is playing this. You know what? Is he playing this on the Nintendo Switch? Is that the
Jesus,
problem?
yeah.
He's playing it on Facebook? Yeah, that must be it. Because this is really bad.
Avatars in modern shooters, with no real irregularities or surprises in the controls. Bullets mostly go where you want them to, depending on the capabilities of your chosen weapon, and
Look
melee
at the-
attack power is substantial.
Look at the aiming here.
To go where you want them to, depending on the capabilities of your chosen weapon, and melee attack power is substantial. Firearms feel right, SMGs are springy and difficult to control.
Oh, we got the
assault rifles
modifiers.
steady and heavy.
Okay, good.
Sniper
I do
rifles
need
are
it.
like artillery.
Wait.
Playing in teams of 3 adds a bit of depth to the battle as you...
You did not just say sniper rifles punch like artillery and miss the shot, did you? You didn't just do that, did you?
Oh my god.
Sniper rifles punch like artillery.
Why did you keep that in? Hello? Why did you
Yep,
keep
you missed it.
that in? By the way.
Playing in teams of 3 adds a bit of depth to the battle, as you and your companions can search and cover for each other
We're gonna
much
play
more
this when it comes out
systematically than is
again.
possible with a single raider. Firefights between teams develop a sense of strategy, as coordinating squads deploy flanking tactics and ambushes against groups of foes. Whether
He has to be playing on a controller, right? Because like there's no way like
Leave it
these,
to me.
like
First,
you
hopefully
have
this
to
helps.
know it's his space bar. Guys, this is
calling out directions, overhearing sounds, or covering all windows in a room, your 3-person squad
Darka
can find plenty of
darka.
tension
Against
waiting
special
in those
enhancement.
buildings.
Darka darka.
Cleverly designed maps draw the
Wait a minute. Did that guy
in those buildings.
I didn't even see him. Watch this.
Your 3-person squad will find plenty of...
Look, he's literally looking.
I exited it up by mistake.
of tension waiting.
He's just standing there.
In those buildings. Cleverly designed maps draw the characters in. The most lucrative resource hubs are clearly
Check your
marked, and
corners.
players flock to the
Check
richest
your
areas
screen. It's not even check the corner. It's in the middle of the screen.
looking for food, or hover between the treasures in the extraction areas, waiting to dispossess the luckiest foragers of their well-won games. The environments are passable with the usual collection of rusty warehouses, abandoned apartment buildings, and overgrown vacant lots you'll find in a lot of post-apocalyptic shooters. Everything is serviceable, but it all kind of feels like they gave Fortnite a coat of DayZ ground and moved on. It's a boring enough world, it certainly took me out of any chance.
So he said that this game is like Fortnite, but DayZ. I think this guy might have already been replaced with AI, actually.
Getting into the lore, but I don't really think lore is the big draw here anyway. Arc Raiders is meatloaf without much plate presentation, but the meatloaf is tasty, if a little cold. But the meatloaf is tasty, if a little cold.
Guys. I can't find it. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. But you know the scene.
English.
This is straight up out of Looney Tunes.
Well, fuck it, do you speak it?
It's out of fucking Looney Tunes. This is insane. What are they doing? They draw this. This is crazy. It's a divine intervention. Yeah, but let me see. Divine. Is this the example? Oh my god. Bro, there it is. Oh my god.
But the meatloaf is tasty, if a little cold. Every drawer and cabinet is a potential source of wealth. Crafting components, ammunition, shields, healing items, and weapons.
Yeah.
Ammunition is properly segmented enough to keep you hungry as you scavenge
Oh,
and
what's this?
construct guns. Light, medium, heavy, and shotgun ammo
Great
variants are
synergy.
available early to locate in the overworld, craft in your lair, or purchase underground. Materials have the usual predictable levels of rarity, time and color, with certain colors granting you the ability to develop more useful or rare items. A single special pocket inventory allows you to keep one discovered item safe, even on the event of your death, so that you can haul your rarest finds home, even when you die.
Fear no more.
That was quick. I wasn't expecting it though.
So that you can haul your rarest finds home, even when you die. Some containers take time to open and generate quite a bit of noise when manipulated, which is a delightful tension-raising mechanic that I really...
Bro, yes, this actually this is worse than fucking Looney Tunes. Really?
I think Genie 1 can actually be able to fight this no matter what. Here we go.
Tell truth.
It needs 15, but here's the thing. He's such a good unit to have. Right now, I wish I pulled for him and I had money to pull for him.
I would like to ask a robot or player might discover that you make an
Moment of
ugly
resonance.
genuinely. You spend your time between rounds and literally convert your robot games to an ever-escalating series of
Unstoppable.
allowing for the creation of ever more weapons. You can also choose to create liquidate materials and finds for cash, and purchase fully crafted items at in-game stores. There's also some part of crafting that involves a live rooster. I never figured.
Scrappy the Rooster. The Rooster has been a resident of your workshop since the day you moved in and likely long before that. Will periodically bring back dubiously sourced materials and share them with you. So you have a rooster. Okay, so I get it. The rooster is like kind of a login reward bonus. Yeah. Okay.
What?
I love it.
Why?
Get that part out. As you explore the world above, you gain experience, which opens up across a series of skill trees.
Oh, that's
Selecting
cool.
various branches can help you optimize your avatar to your playstyle, increasing combat ability, mobility, or stealth. The different abilities are clearly labeled, and most are useful enough that every step feels like real progress.
Cool.
Character design with default options is pretty rough, but a number of better textures and outfits open up when you apply premium currency. I deliberately made my guy look as bleak and sad as possible using only default options, and my multiplayer partner had the souls using top Mandalorian names on the and I was envious. Our rated streak is pretty good, perhaps because
Time to
it's
fight back. Wind Rider.
What
Joel's fault.
Don't you worry.
He admitted it. I haven't admitted it.
Moment of resonance.
Can you put points into taking less fall damage in this game?
Retreat to advance. Unstoppable.
There's nothing here to challenge the
Tell
I
the truth.
swear to God. I swear to fuck.
Wind Rider.
Yeah, but sometimes that's okay. Overall, the Earth Raiders loop seems pretty well tuned to satisfy. Make
You cut it. You cut it out because you knew what was going to happen.
the surface to loot and kill, bring your goods and experience back underground to improve your abilities, head back up stronger to find stronger gear, and
keep on going.
There are worse ways to spend an afternoon. For more previews of the biggest upcoming games, don't miss our latest hands-on looks at Dune, Awakening, and Marathon. And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
This is one of the worst reviews I've ever seen. I love how the high points are all the times where he does something stupid.
Bro, it really was when he does something stupid.
Tell truth.
Even on the event of your death, so that you can call your
Wind
rarest
Rider.
Something that takes time to open generates quite a bit of noise from the listeners. It is the right attention to opening one of these is
This guy, this is the most fine game we've played in a while. This video, gentlemen, is I think one of the this is going into, and I forgot that Mr. Petty, you are going into the Hall of Shame. This is going to be looked at back
there we go.
In 3 years from now. Just like it's not, look, it's not as bad as the Cuphead tutorial, okay? But man, it's not that far away though, right? Yeah, he had a blue sky moment. Well, I don't know, like, I could go on his blue sky and probably, he's dumb, he's reviewed by Jared. Jared really fucked up. Let's read some of the comments here. When you don't think IGN can sink any lower, they ruin this abysmal attempt at a hit piece. I actually don't even think this is a hit piece.
The
I
end
think
has
it's
come.
just a shit piece. I do. I don't think that there's some grand design or big strategy this guy has. I think it's just a guy that doesn't know how to play shooter games at all. They had him review this game. The video's at 50 FPS, which is really strange. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess this is amazing. I really appreciate IGN making this video. It made me realize I was subscribed. I fixed that though. This is the most IGN review I've seen in a while. When you hear about layoffs in the gaming media, remember this video. Well, here's the funny thing about it. IGN is actually one of the only studios that's actually making good decisions. Like, if I look at a lot of these other games, they're making awful calls. At least IGN uploads this. Lol, what? No, I'm serious. Look, if he defended Marathon on Blue Sky. Oh god. He played the game on the lowest settings, plus 30 FPS. You can clearly see it. Yeah, that's why I actually played on Nintendo Switch. And so, yeah, journalists after we come on your channel. Well, what I'm saying, anyway, look, I could talk about that later on. But anyway, let's look at a few more of these. Crazy, this video is still up. Marathon gets double the video length and quadruple the glaze. It only makes sense this is written by someone whose last name is Petty. How did you manage to get Mario 64 graphics in that fire? You're running a 1 gigabyte VRAM card. Powered by...
Tell truth from facade.
Powered by a potato. Played by a potato. Presented by a potato.
Tell truth from facade.
It's a potato production. Oh no. I don't know what to say, man. I really don't. And let's see, IGN. This is below quality content that's frankly unprofessional. this guy, it's so bad. You've got anime profile pictures coming out and calling them like they're calling them unprofessional for how bad this is. This is insane,
Like the
man.
time. Fear
Pray
no
slaughter, never go full potato. Well, it's too late now. Oh my God. You
Wind
need to
Rider.
apologize to the studio and their fan base. IGN really hates Embark's
Got
work.
it.
Now,
Man, you gotta really think
IGN
about that.
Marathon
That's
ain't
just
gonna let you hit.
insane.
Dude.
Correct. Even the smallest bots can prove surprisingly dangerous, especially in groups. The little spider-like scurriers are downright upsetting for an arachnophobe like me, and the large crawler safe, even on the event of your death, so that you can haul your rarest finds home, even when you die.
I like that one.
Some can hit themselves a live rooster. I never figured that part out. As you explore the world above, you gain experience, which opens up across, but it all kind of feels like they gave Fortnite a coat of DayZ and moved on. It's a boring enough world, but certain loaf is tasty, if a little cold.
Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this thing now.
Every drawing
Let's go. Stay sharp. Finale.
Watch and learn.
I love this man. It's amazing how long this is going to be on the dollar. This is amazing. Now I want a baked potato. You're looking at one. Oh God. I just...
Great. Tell truth from the side.
Sniper
There we go. Done.
Oh Jesus.
Ooh,
This
pretty
man's
decent if you
making
ask me.
gaming YouTube channel. How the fuck do you miss that? And he's on keyboard. It says R to reload, 5 and F. How did this get greenlit? Honestly,
It's IGN, what do you
I
think?
really want to see more videos like this. IGN needs to come out with more of these. These are amazing. I love this video so much. I hope you do way more of this. This is incredible. The problem with women in games, well, there's a lot of them. But okay, let's hear about this one.
Stay sharp. Set the truth from the side. Stop.
Pokemon Center here in EUIC. This is the Play Lab. If you ever go to one of these things, make sure you come to this. They're going to teach you everything. You're going to take your mom over there, all right? Sit here with Shotgun. Hello.
Tell truth from the side.
Pikachu is here.
Fear no more.
Pikachu.
Break.
Brother, come on, we got you.
Oh, bring it on.
Angle the camera so it looks like I'm bigger than him. Angle the camera.
Wind Rider.
So high up.
Tell truth from the side.
I can't see this.
Tell truth from the side.
This guy's on the camera for the first time. I should have brought me Joe.
Wind Rider.
God, I'm yawning so much. I'm sorry, guys.
Tall squishmallow. Yeah. Can you imagine going through the tube with that thing?
In context, right? I'm 6'8". Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Which one's the real one?
There's two.
First thing, the play mat. I only need one. They have all the statues, dude. I wonder if there's ever been somebody who actually went and did a one of everything.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Wow.
Stay sharp. Finale. Unstoppable.
Endless reverberation.
Tell truth from the side.
Mill the deck box. I think we gotta get that. I think we've got to get that.
Fear no more. Tell truth from the side.
Rarity shines.
Dude, they've been getting better. The box collection's been getting better. What's the knockout collection? I don't know. One foil card of stickers and booster packs and coding.
Unstoppable.
I'm gonna buy one of these.
The end has come.
You get a double, just one each one.
And a pack of sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves are nice, aren't they?
Did you see the light up pipple up? That's new. Yo, Kale. Hey, dude. They made it right for you. Look at the Fuecoco mug. Oh my god. I would the Gengar one, I think.
Yeah.
Not the Lucario. Alright? Got my hoodie for the week. Kel, you seen the Wailord?
Stay sharp. Tell truth from the side. Finale. Fear no more. Tell truth from the side. Wind Rider.
The end has come.
Seven.
Oh, no, they do it.
Unstoppable.
The hour is upon us.
Wind Rider.
Easy. Wow, I'm older than him? Oh my god, that's insanity though, by the way. Being older than him is insane.
Whoa. Oh, these are those really cool ones that look like they got like a back.
Yeah.
It's like a last one of those sort of things.
You can see it from behind.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Excuse me, what?
These are big.
No. Oh my god.
If I can get Phoebe, then I'll do the Phoebe team.
Yo, wait a second. I want to get this, but also...
If I can get Phoebe, I'll do the Phoebe team.
One more hoodie, you know?
Oh, here's the backpack.
Yo, this is like a photo shoot. You get this and then fill the bathtub with all the packs of cards, you know?
I'd say that. But they are quite short, like here though, so I do perfect shorts. The perfect shorts.
Yeah, so if I get Phoebe, I'll do the Zani team, but I don't have the Phoebe, so.
I'll pick that up. Sarah Ledge. Why'd you pan to that one? You made me feel so bad right there. I want the same one. I just need a sleeve, and we're good to go. I'm gonna do the Wooloo. I'll play with the Wooloo sleeves. These are really nice.
The triple
Ba-ba-ba.
Angle scale.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Chicken-nuka-nuck-nuck-nuck. Chicken-nuka-nuka-nuck-nuck-nuck.
Bide the time.
If you look over here, because there's a zombie vent.
Retreat to advance. Fear no more. Wind Rider.
The hour is upon us.
Finale. Tell truth from facade. Time to fight back.
Moment of resonance.
Wind Rider. Unstoppable.
Listen, I've never been to a
Endless reverberation.
Gotta heal first.
Truth from facade. Wind Rider. Stay sharp. Bide the time.
The end has come.
Fear no more. Wind Rider.
Verity shines.
You don't feel it? Tell truth from facade.
Moment of resonance.
Unstoppable. Fear no more. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider.
The hour is upon us.
Stay sharp. Break. Tell truth from facade. Unstoppable. Now.
The end has come.
Fear no more. Tell truth from facade. Retreat to advance. Don't you worry. Tell truth.
Rejuvenating snow.
Don't you worry. Break. Unstoppable.
I'm fucking moving.
Moment of resonance.
Fear no more. Tell truth from facade.
Yeah, fuck you.
Pulled from these ETBs yet. Yeah. Dedenne? Give me gold. Please,
Come on.
It's a tie.
Oh, we won? Nice.
Lime Junior.
Did we win? I think we won.
I might as well just give them now, honestly. Right, so I got an extra.
Ba 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 la 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 la.
What's up? From the Pikachu pack. From the Pikachu. Let's see.
I got something.
No!
There's something.
No!
There is something.
Alright.
Not the best EX, but we'll take it.
Oh, no. Okay. 1 in 10. put that one before all the others, so it seems like I'm one in them. Fortress EX. 2 wins!
Bro, when are they just gonna add a fucking just claim all button, dude? That's all I want, just to claim all.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage. Super cold, super cold. You can crush and hammer him.
Hello, it's me. So, after that lovely booster box battle that we just did, and I absolutely thrashed him, he has to buy me one now. How does that make you feel, eh? So I'll go over to the vendor right now to choose my box. Hi, okay, can I get a box of the Stellar Crown, please?
Oh god, I'm yawning so fucking much. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning.
Just get better at opening packs.
We have spent money and bought Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders. We're opening up right now. I'm picking them. I want the Wii Battle Packs.
I thought you were gonna pick it.
I want the Wii
My
Battle
hands
Pack.
are fully sweating. I don't want to do this, man.
What a start. Alambre.
Alambre.
Farfetched.
Far-fetched.
That's
have some yours now. Pinsir.
There's the Charmander.
Natu.
Nice. Fampies.
That's sick. Lavolto.
Duskull. Oh. That artwork is crazy. It's level 11. I'm winning. Mine's a higher level than yours.
That's 32. There's only 7.
I hate this Pokemon.
pathetic.
I didn't pull this.
Right, okay.
Psyduck.
Spinder.
That's big. Phil's gonna want that. Alright. Reverse Hollow. Oh my god. Reverse Hollow Rare Salamence. Let's see it. Let's see it. But, oh, dude, you're one behind.
I'm one behind.
Yeah,
Clearly,
yeah.
trash
We're
bag.
gonna catch up.
Here we go, here we go. It's a Hoppin!
That's disrespectful.
I like
Same time. Ready? So, 3, 2,
1. Another pack battle clip.
They're Hollow Brastrodon, the blue form. I am 17 and 2 in pack battles.
Oh, upside down slow kick!
So these are all the cards I pulled. My favorite was the Flamigo, especially the Magic card. Really
Wait, I didn't even see you steal that from me!
Yeah, click this video right here if you
give me the magic card back. Stop it now! Don't click the video. I don't have a magic card anymore.
From recently releasing the first episode of the series to crossing the
Yep.
here are the best.
Oh, I love Ryan Trahan.
Starting off with iDubbbz, who came back after 7 years just to hate on his old friend. Ian
Bro came back from 7 years to kill his own career.
Carter became popular in
Shout out to Creator Clash.
Kickstarter track, where he criticized the project and campaigns on their website. However, on December 13th, 2015, iDubbbz launched a new series named Content Cop and posted the first episode titled
Great series.
You boys want some milk? Alright, give these kids some milk.
With the first video now having more than 25 million views, the fans loved Content Cop for its strange humor.
It was so good. Genuinely.
Hilarious. A lot of effort in his vids.
Yep.
With skits such as eating pizzas in a sewer and offering milk to children, iDubbbz became one of the biggest commentary channels on YouTube, gaining millions of subscribers. However, on December 11th, 2019, YouTube took down a video from the series due to it violating YouTube's newest guidelines, which raised tons of concern.
Really?
As Keemstar, who has also been a victim of Content Cop, said, "You're killing comedy by calling a roast of other creators bullying. We are public figures. We are allowed to be roasted. did comes with the gig.
Yep.
And as YouTube's newest guidelines became stricter, iDubbbz would slow down on the content cop videos, the last one being about Jake Paul back in October of 2017. However, in March of 2023, iDubbbz received backlash for saying that some interactions that he had with his fan base sucked and that his content attracted horrible people.
People were, as I described earlier, were very much like antisocial, weird basement dwellers. And
just 2 months later, he posted a video.
Man, what a surprise. A content creator that dedicates their entire life to shitting on everybody else and finds an audience that shits on everybody else. It's like, come on, man. It's like me being shocked that people who play Gacha watch my content.
Titled I Miss the Old iDubbbz, where he explained how his old content doesn't represent him anymore and apologized for his behavior on it.
Then he's like, oh, it attracts the worst people. And then he goes and hangs out with the worst people on the internet like Hassan and Denims and Frogan. What the fuck? Bro, what is this? How is this man so mentally boomed?
I don't feel like a lot of his content represents.
And then he dates an OnlyFans girl. Like, where are we at in Big 2025?
Me as a person, at least not anymore. There was a time where it probably perfectly represented me because I was a nasty, apathetic, insecure person.
Within 2 months, iDubbbz managed to turn his whole fan base against him as he despises his fans even though his own actions were the ones that attracted them. And after 7 years, he released another episode of Content Cop, but this one was way different than the previous episodes since he was criticizing H3 for 1 hour straight without a single ounce of humor. And even though some people were anticipating another classic Content Cop episode, the video has more dislikes than likes, with viewers saying, now this is a recession indicator. And this ain't a Content Cop, this is a beef police.
Yep.
Released the worst episode of Content Cop, Mr. Beast's Beast Games, instantly became the most watched show on Amazon Prime. On November 24th, 2021, Mr. Beast
Yeah, I feel like if iDubbbz actually made that video on Ethan, but wasn't actively pushing an agenda attempting to destroy his life and discrediting Ethan for going through one of the most traumatic experiences of his entire life, while also surrounding himself with all of the people that have been attempting to ruin Ethan's life for years, it probably would have been fine. But the fact that he lost so much aura from, one, him showing his live therapy session where he's crying, saying he developed empathy, and then laughs at a guy for receiving death threats about his children. Yeah, I don't know about that. I genuinely feel like current iDubbbz, like, just fell off so hard. Like, fell off so hard. The L Dance legit just completely fucked his career.
Game with a video titled $456,000 Squid Game in Real Life, with viewers really appreciating Jimmy's production. This is insanity, never done before in the history of this platform. Hats off to you, Jimmy. And with this video now becoming the most viewed video of his channel, Mr. Beast came up with the idea of Beast Games as he signed a $100 million deal with Amazon on March 18th of 2024. And with such a huge budget, the series did not disappoint, as it broke Guinness records, such as having the most contestants in a competition show within the first few minutes. In the first episode, Mr. Beast announced that 1,000 people would be competing for $500, casually breaking another world record, or even announcing that he will also be handing out a Lamborghini in a private island.
We're giving away a Lamborghini and...
Dude, I will be real, this series was really good for the first couple episodes, but the problem is, it didn't make you feel any way towards any contestant, or it didn't have any time to let the contestants develop their personalities, so it just really fucking sucked, because you really didn't care about any of them. You were just there to see big prizes, and I think his videos where you like meet the guy, you realize why you needed to win, what he's doing this for is way better.
A multi-million-dollar island.
However, the show is not only pure entertainment.
Did you even watch it? I watched the entirety of Mr. Beast Games. I watched the entirety of
As viewers were seeing how other...
Like, I had to struggle through the final 2 episodes, because I was like, I just did not care. At a certain point, when there's that much money being given away, you just become numb to it. You know what I mean? Like, you legit just become numb.
People act when there's generational wealth on the line, saying that the Beast Games are a great social experiment. Genuinely one of the greatest series for psychological studies purposes. Crazy how humans will act for some of money on the table. And with the Beast Games' massive popularity, fans admire Mr. Beast for how far he has come and how much he has accomplished. From a low-graphic Minecraft player to owning an Amazon series. What a journey.
It is insane. It is insane.
All American is just another boring documentary about the Paul brothers' lives. On January 28th, Jake and Logan Paul posted on Twitter Twitter a picture of them facing off, caption,
I genuinely feel that these are two of the worst human beings in the YouTuber space for sure.
the moment you waited.
It's insane how fucking unlikely they are.
The fans realize
It is wild.
and that the poster is fake, with some of them predicting that they're trying to promote something.
And that being said, I can't stop watching either of them. I watch every Jake Paul fight, hoping to God he gets his ass whooped, and he never does. And I watch every match that Logan Paul has on WWE. Because I'll be real, guys, like him or hate him, I think they're very good entertainers. Not good people, but great entertainers. That's why I would definitely be open to meeting them, just because there's something about them that makes me want to watch them. And maybe it is hatred, because it does get you to click.
Else. Watch this be a
They know that too? Absolutely.
show.
Did you watch yesterday? Yes, I did.
And the next day, the poster was confirmed to be just another marketing tool, as Logan posted a YouTube video titled Fighting My Brother, announcing their reality series titled Paul American. But even though some fans were anticipating the show, others criticized them for lying to their audience, saying, I'll make sure to pirate stream it, and Paul's gonna meet Kardashian. However, the series became even more hated since it offers nothing that the fans didn't already know about the Paul family, which resulted in a 2 out of 10 rating on IMDb.
Yeah, we didn't get to see his dick. I hated this shit.
And as a result of the negative feedback, there probably won't be a second season, since Paul American is a series no one asked for. And similar to Paul American coming to an end, Matt Pat won't be the host of any game theories a year after selling all 4 of his channels. Matt Pat began his career on YouTube by creating his channel in August of 2009 and launched the Game Theory series in April of 2011.
And welcome to Game Theory, gaming's tangential learning experience.
And after 2 years of uploads and tumbles.
It's the same thing with Bibbing with Benjamin Babish. I just can't watch anymore. I was there for Babish. I was there for Matt Pat. I just can't be fucked to watch anymore.
Game Theory reached 1 million subscribers, marking off a huge milestone that only motivated Matt Pat to continue uploading.
Like, I'm sure you guys probably wouldn't watch my channel if I was like, okay, guys, I'm retiring. I'm going to pass it off to Lareau. Like, I don't think I would be keeping that many viewers, right? Because it's like you're there for the guy behind the screen, you know what I'm saying?
However, the popularity of the series skyrocketed with the release of the games Five Nights at Freddy's during 2014 as they inspired Matt Pat to dip.
Nah, I'd watch. Well, that's just fucking bullshit, because when I used to let Lareau take over my streams, I would start bleeding viewers fucking immediately. So you can keep on saying that you would, and fuck no, you would not.
Deep into the lore, analyzing every aspect.
I tested that shit, dog.
FNAF content became the most popular of his channel. Matt Pat capitalized on it by playing the game in real life, amassing tens of millions of views. And with his huge success, Matt Pat expanded his empire on YouTube by creating other channels and even participating in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. However, to everyone's surprise, on January 9th,
I told everybody that Five Nights at Freddy's was going to be good. I told everybody the Minecraft movie was going to be good. Everybody told me I was crazy, and I was fucking right once again.
2024, Matt Pat announced retirement, saying that he and his wife have been waiting for this moment for the last 3 years.
Steph and I have known this video would be coming for the last 3 years. We weren't sure it was necessarily going to be today, but we knew it was going to happen eventually.
And even though Matt Pat isn't the host of Game Theory anymore, he revealed that he's still working behind the scenes as a consultant and advisor of the series. And just like Game Theory, Dreams and Manhunts have attracted many viewers, even though they are allegedly staged. But before we get into Dream's series, don't forget to like and subscribe. On December 27th, 2019, Dream invented a new challenge, in which he had to complete Minecraft while being chased by his friend George Not Found.
This video is an absolutely new and unique challenge. I'm gonna try and beat Minecraft before my friend kills me.
Sorry.
If I die,
Baby woke up. Had to fix him.
And with the video now having more than
so it's over, Tina.
Dream got a lot of positive feedback, with people saying, this doesn't just deserve a sequel, this deserves a whole series.
Oh,
and that's
no,
exactly
man.
what happened.
Probably
as
think
Dream
that
posted
Magic's gonna be singles.
5
Not
years
worth.
later, while also coming up with
Not
a
gonna be
series.
I'm thinking. Alright, we're back.
However,
Let's
as
go.
the series progressed,
Oh,
Dream
this
found
here.
the challenge to be too easy for him.
What is
he
this supposed to be?
decided invite more friends to hunt him down, such as Sapnap and Bad Boy Halo. But
When YouTubers ruin their careers. That was 46 minutes ago. Okay, I can see
as
what's
fans believed that the videos were scripted or recorded multiple times.
Or maybe everybody, let's be real, I think Dream was actually very good at Minecraft. I just think all of his friends fucking suck. And it's the same thing that I used to do when I was a kid, where I was really good at Smash and all my friends suck, so I'd 1v3 them all the fucking time.
However, even stronger evidence of Dream cheating would come to light in August of 2020 when Mr. Epic posted a video titled Unsolved Mystery of Minecraft Manhunt, Genius or Scripted, showing different clips that looked suspicious. In Dream's video, Speedrunner vs 3 Hunters rematch, Dream is on one heart and tries to escape from the Hunters, and to do so,
Hello,
he uses
Bubbles.
a potion of fire resistance, resulting in all 3 Hunters suddenly running the other way as they thought it was a strength potion. Mr. Epic claims that this clip is staged, saying that the Hunters could have easily killed Dream since he drank a visibly different potion than what the Hunters thought.
First of all, strength potions have a very dark red particle effect, whereas fire resistance have a light orange, and they are noticeably different. Second of all,
To people who are really good, I mean, I think Dream cheating for getting the additional plays wrong by having increased rate up was good, but I think people got way too sweaty and way too aggressive where they were looking for shit that just wasn't there, and it's a lot easier just to consider that it's just 1 pro versus 5 noobs.
very low, as you hear them say, as they are chasing him.
He's like a one shot. Come on, just click it one more time.
And even with a strength potion, only one of the 3 hunters has to hit him once to kill him. All 3 turning and running seems like an insane overreaction.
However, Dream responded to the accusation,
Go.
saying that he is colorblind and cannot tell the difference.
Jesus
between
Christ,
red
getting all the way
and
over
orange.
there.
All the manhunts, even to this date, are suspicious. There is no way that he keeps getting these
Little kids got way too pressed over this shit, man.
insane plays without it being scripted.
Even if this shit was scripted, who fucking cares?
And similar to Dream.
Once again, I don't like Dream at all, but people got way too pressed over this shit.
Ryan Trahan's fans also gave him the benefit of the doubt in his Penny series, as many viewers thought he cheated. Ryan's YouTube journey started on the
one of my favorite series of all time. I used to wake up every single morning to watch this guy take a penny, trade it for a penny, and then get across America. This guy is such a legendary YouTuber.
January 2015.
If you hated this guy for this, it's so forceful.
Onward.
However,
The end has come.
so that
Evil be cleansed.
the penny guy. At first, his goal was to turn a penny into $1,000, which was a unique challenge that no one had seen before.
I'm going to turn this single penny into $1,000 on this new YouTube series.
By exchanging a penny for a pen and that for $1, his plan was to call his friends and try to sell them their favorite snacks and beverages by buying the items from a store and then selling them at a higher price. And after 5 episodes, Ryan made more than $1,000, ending the series with an inspirational message.
It doesn't matter what you have, what you're starting with.
Yes,
it doesn't
Bubba.
matter who you are.
Why does this dude look like a guy who is reversed aged like fucking Benjamin Button? Like, this is a 90,000-year-old individual, and like his soul is like pushed into a child's body. Like, how does he look 5 and 10 million years old? Exactly. How old is he? I think it's like 22.
As long as you have one of these things, probably
Fluorescent shadows.
This has to be the best YouTube miniseries I've ever seen. You should definitely make another one. And even though Ryan brought back the series many times, each one has gotten progressively harder since in 2022 he decided to do
That shit was awesome.
Moment of resonance.
That shit was so cool.
YouTube does. Thanks to the fans who loved Ryan's penny challenge, Airrack received a lot of backlash after
Sacred light.
in November.
The hour is upon us. Heaven ordained. Banish all vice.
If I fail, I have to delete my YouTube channel. And if I fail, he will delete my channel.
However, just 6 days into the challenge, a YouTuber named Visme uploaded a video claiming that Airrack's videos are pre-recorded, as in the 3rd video of the series, Airrack's watch showed that the date was September 12th instead of December 3rd.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Next thing you're gonna tell me that Kai Cenat fakes his reacts. Oh my god.
And not only that, on the next day of the challenge, Airrack slipped up again and showed that he and his friends were cooking minced meat that had expired 3 months before their filming. And as Airrack realized that most of his fans knew the videos were fake on the 7th episode of the series, he said that some of the videos are indeed pre-recorded since he didn't want to ruin his reputation.
Obviously, some of the videos in this series are not filmed completely live.
Oh my god, this is horrible. horrible, bro. I can never trust this guy ever again.
Videos take so much time and effort to pre-produce. So luckily I shot this video right before we shot the series in case of a moment like this.
However, on December 17th,
I'm sorry, bro. Like, growing up is realizing that, like, so many of these issues are so forced. Like, dude, these people are just fucking stupid-ass babies. Like, these people are dumb-ass children. Straight up. It's dumb-ass kids getting upset by shit that any real man would not be bothered by. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. We got people killing people in the streets after being radicalized by fucking streamers, and we're out here worried whether a YouTube video was real or not. Like, Jesus, these people are so fucking pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very.
I shall lead the way.
Take
form.
I actually had no idea.
Embrace the oneness.
Still, it's a shitty thing to do, lying to the community. Yeah, bro. I'm just glad I watch real shit like TV shows and movies and professional wrestling.
Gotta like pre-record
I could never
it, you
handle
know.
a company putting on something just for entertainment purposes. I just couldn't believe it, bro.
It's undeniable, but Airrack.
Next thing you'll tell me is that all this shit they bring into Pawn Stars isn't actually just from random people and it's staged. Oh man, that would fuck me up.
Replied to this video by saying, "Yo, appreciate the feedback. I think I could have been more clear in the exact constraints for sure. However, the fans didn't accept Airrack's cheap apology, since he had clearly."
We wanted to kill Airrack for faking this series. This is bullshit. This is unacceptable, bro. He needs to be put in the electric chair now.
Said on day one that he has 30 days to travel around the world, but instead completed the challenge in 3 months. You lied and got caught, just own it. But unlike Airrack, Stampy's lovely world was never met with controversy, but instead was part of everyone's childhoods. Stampy launched his YouTube channel in July of 2011 and started posting Let's Play videos, with his most popular Minecraft playthroughs in the series Stampy's Lovely World. In the series, every episode begins with Stampy saying his iconic intro.
Guys, I don't know why.
Also helps the helpers go on adventures and play mini games.
Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video.
However,
I shall lead the way.
That was the cutest intro I've ever seen.
Also, the traditions and
I love that.
Take flight.
Where Stampy added someone for YouTube to assign and trigger on fan on world.
Evil be cleansed.
The show appreciation. I love that. Stampy both awesome as the channel counted over the subscribers. However, after more than 100 episodes, Stampy's Lovely World came to an end in October.
Why? What happened to Stampy?
In a way, we both grew up together nowadays, and we've changed in that time. And it is sad to be saying goodbye to my lovely world, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Take form. Thunder guide us.
They find out that the time they were having fun without knowing that they were making memories. Thank you for being a part of my childhood.
Stampy, bro, he fucking died. He got shot and killed in China. Oh, well.
Ooh, Cantrella. Oh no, but we got short keep. Actually, no, this will do.
The normal thing where it's like, oh yeah, terrorists are bad. I'm not saying that because I'm far left. I'm not saying that because I'm far right. I'm saying that because it should be common fucking knowledge. Yes, I think bombing civilians is bad. That's not because I like this person politically. It's because that's the normal.
What's the team for Control again? So I can actually just probably just
is going to be one where everybody thrives.
Dude, that fake laugh is so insufferable. I swear to God. I swear to God, anytime he's proven wrong about anything, his reflex is just a fake laugh. Anytime he's sort of like getting destroyed in a debate or can't contend.
That's what I said 5 videos ago, brother. It's the truth.
Oh, it's Control.
Top 5 North American Among Us, by the way.
And with the argument at all, he just puts that fake laugh out there.
Oh,
it's
Jinxie actually, and the healer. So actually, we'll keep those two.
At least KSI has a funny laugh, alright?
Yep.
It's actually like somewhat entertaining. This guy's just painfully boring. And for the love of God, can Hassan stop pretending he's some socialist that cares about the people? Just drop it, man. You're a disgusting elite. Alright, you literally go to brothels, man. Like you could stick this dude.
Bless you.
Brothels with at least one child confirmed at it that were sex trafficked. So, I would like to go on record saying Hassan has also said old enough to count, old enough to mount. So, I mean, I'm not saying that he did it, But I'm just saying, man, that's not a good look. Why are we going to those brothels?
I don't think that's ever a good look.
And that's not my words. Those are yours, brother man.
Thrones, and he'd find a way to be more hated than Joffrey. I like how his first goal was to find his race and make an identity-based argument. Anyways, let's move on to Hassan telling people to neck themselves again. Hassan adds to his collection of telling people to neck themselves. This time he implies that everyone would be happy if Drew died.
When you're an adult. Oh, this is... Oh, great. Drew Pavlov. When you turn 18, society asks young men to pick one of these two as their role models. If these two are the only forms of masculinity available to us, I'm straight up myself. I can't respond to his suggestion, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people would cheer. Not me, of course, because I think it's, I would never say certain things, but I don't know why people like Drew Pavlov volunteer this as an alternative, as an option, considering so many people would go, oh, that's fucking awesome. Please do.
Hassan creaming his pants at the chance of telling someone he doesn't like to go neck themselves. Classic. Meanwhile, he'll cry when someone makes fun of Jabba the Hutt. The hypocrisy is crazy. You can't pretend you're some good guy while simultaneously telling 3 days
by Seas Venom.
$12,000 like all that ugly bitch of that. Imagine that shit. That's her damn funds. Call me a fucking rapist. And they don't get banned at all. They don't even get warned. Insane.
People that come in. Now that guy responded, the biggest political first stream in the world has told tens of thousands of people that I could neck myself.
From the heart.
To the Australian federal police to make sure he's denied a visa to enter Australia in the future. Oh no, Hassan is going to be detained for another 30 seconds. And he's going to make like 18-hour streams crying about it. Anyways, Ethan from H3H3 is back to dunk on Hassan in denims. Starting with Hassan here, Ethan does a clip that highlights the inconsistency in Hassan's detained timeline.
The total runtime of it was like 2 hours. How long did it last? How long did it last? The whole process was over about 2 hours. How long was it?
Sink
Dude, I have no
into
idea.
the endless
They
deep.
did like a timeline assessment, and I think they like added some time to like when the film ended or something.
It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours. It was 2 hours.
Evil be cleansed.
Wait a minute. People are looking at that one
Heaven
story.
ordained.
Okay.
Banish all
How
vice.
long it was.
Take forth. Ordained.
Yeah, who gives a shit about how long it was? By the way, what he's doing is he's waiting for that information to come out public, so that way he can tell his chat. Who cares that I lied about my entire experience? Pathetic.
Oh, now that people realize that I'm lying out of my ass, who cares anymore, guys? Please move on, guys. Don't call me a liar. Let's just quickly move on. I'm sorry, you're the one who started crying, and now you gotta prove it, man. So you said 2 hours, and then he said, oh, actually, I didn't know how long it was. So which one was it? Also, the timeline we discussed in the previous video shows that the entire ordeal could not have been longer than an hour. So Hassan was straight up just lying for likes, and he continues that trend, and I like how he's slowly dialing it back. He's like, I'm actually not sure of the timeline anymore. Yeah, because you got exposed, you slimy little snake. Also, can I
lying sack of shit.
to Bad Empanada, the guy who he said was a psychopath, and he would never bring him up on stream again because he's literally crazy. He doxes people, harasses people. But I think Hassan is slowly running out of friends, and I feel like you gotta stick together with the few people you got. And of course, we got Noah Sanders, the absolute pathetic Hassan clone.
Yeah, Bubba. What?
No idea who that is, and I'd like to know it.
So I separated Hassan's twin here. Ethan continued posting. Ethan couldn't help but notice Hassan's petite feet. And he posted
Into the endless deep.
So insecure. Everything about his song is insecure. I mean, I can't prove it, but I know he's had work done. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling he's probably got a haircut.
Evil be cleansed. I shall lead the way. Take forth fluorescent shadows. Thunder guide us.
So small too. Why is Rose so
Sacred light.
petite feature and says petite feet, feminine steps. Sounds like a lady when he's walking in the room. And then we got this image from Lazy Shell too. Now Hassan started crying on Twitter.
God's
and
ass.
National called him out.
And this is Hassan crying. Is this, you know what, who cares? Let's move on. This is how
True.
Twitter and increasingly more online spaces feel nowadays. People are no longer able to feel shame and wear their bigotry and stupidity like...
Dude, Hassan really wants to believe that everyone else on Earth is wrong except for him, bro. And it's so nice seeing the tide slowly shift against him because he is the biggest piece.
I shall lead the way.
He's the biggest piece of shit, if not the second biggest
Take
piece of shit
forth.
behind him. I know Hassan has more viewers or more eyes
Sing
on him, but I think Dennis is far
in the
more
whispers of silence.
with the rhetoric of all three.
Badge of honor. Yes, I understand. It must be very awful for Hassan that he can't bully people out of having positions that he doesn't.
Yeah, I hear you, Bubba.
He's a a good 3 years, right? He had a good run.
Shadows.
But I think people are tired of being bullied out of thinking things.
Hassan, when he's unable to harass and overpower people with his cult fan base.
Oh, they tried.
Evil
Hey, they
be
tried
cleansed.
me too. I counted. I believe they had enough stamina for 5 days.
By Sea's Venom.
They were forgetting everything that I did. They gave up because they
Or
got tired
Dane.
past the bedtime. Yeah, it's very easy to
Fast
just wait.
and starving.
Right? These people's attention span is so fucking short. They can't keep up with it at all. At all. So yeah, we already beat that. It was easy. I braved that front, took care of them. Not a big deal. A lot of people in my community also counteract them. W, you guys boys have been all y'all fucked up over it.
I mean, this guy's been able
Okay,
to
Baba.
Do you see Elon respond to that
Sing
take two? No, I did not.
into the endless
for
deep.
years, just saying
Take
complete lies and slandering people, and just because he has a
Evil
bigger
be
audience,
cleansed.
nobody can fight back. You just get raided by a bunch of Hassan fans, but finally, he's getting a taste of his own
Heaven
medicine, and he
ordained.
can't take it.
Banish all
Tanner
vice.
talks about being one of the only big YouTubers on Twitch standing up against SA to other streamers. And she's basically responding to another stun lock. This is just like Hassan here. Genji spent a few weeks making hate videos on Pexup, like a personal situation with his ex that wasn't part of
By
it.
Sea's Venom.
Take full. Let it end. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed.
I was smart enough to pull that information. I would.
Negligence on my part.
You rated
I
me
like
You've been in my
strength.
chat book. Because I had no idea who the fuck you were. I didn't Google you.
Onward.
That's why I used to follow you. You used to rate me.
Take
But the
form.
moment you saw an opportunity
Sacred
to turn
light.
against you, you were going to do anything. And the fact that you would go in on the situation that you were so ill-informed of.
From the heart.
I was still open
Sky
to it.
beckons.
I am still open
Sleep
to a conversation.
in the whispers of silence.
Absolutely not. I'm going to talk your ass off. You're shady as fuck.
Evil
I'll
be
talk all your ass.
cleansed.
Why wouldn't I? But you went on that shit with the most bad-faith arguments of all
Fast
time.
and
And you
starving.
have completely neglected and never addressed every
Let
single
end.
loophole in this situation because you know it's bullshit, but
Take
you're so
form.
afraid of being seen wrong.
Bless you, brother.
Fluorescent shadows. Thunder's guide us.
Comes out, you're fucked. And you know the worst thing is, Jenna, when the truth does come out, you're still going to
Into
try
the endless
the
deep.
message in the chat. There it is.
Evil be
Yep.
cleansed.
You were a fucking fan. You rated me
Fast and
multiple fucking
starving.
times.
Sleep
And the moment you saw an
in the
opportunity
whispers of
to
silence.
get on the hate train, you took it immediately. You have no soul. You're a soul-sucking
Let
leech.
it end.
Willing to do anything to get more clout. And
Take
it's
form.
pathetic.
I did that because I want to uplift voices of women who are fully
Sacred
abused
light.
and or mistreated in the content realm. That's my reason for wanting to do that. And
No, you're not
I want to
supporting these
see
women.
that. Hold on. I
You're
want to see that.
weaponizing them when you don't know the whole fucking truth. That's for a fucking fan. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Situation because you know it's bullshit, but you're so afraid of being seen wrong because you're up right now and you know the moment the truth comes out, you're fucked. And you know what the worst thing is, Denims? When the truth does.
Yes, Bubba. What? Yeah. Yeah, you good? You have fun back there?
Does come out, you're still gonna try to doubt it. Her message, you're still fucked. And you know what the worst thing is, Denims? When the truth does come out, you're still gonna try to doubt it. Her messages in chat, there it is.
Hi. Playing WoW instead of Korean MMOs? I can never play another MMO, Sag. Not after the last one. Got to just something for me. My bank account, OM. I don't know anyone else interested in the Vocaloids. Feel strong, man, my people. Aware, or SCD. The stream is crazy. Okay, that one maybe. Wow. Got
You were
caught.
a fucking fan. You
Got
rated
caught.
me multiple fucking times. And the moment you saw an opportunity
Got
to
caught.
get on the hate train, you took it immediately. Because you have no soul. You are a soul-sucking leech, willing to do anything to get more clout.
Ooh,
and it's
Valtara.
pathetic.
BB.
I did that because I want to uplift voices of women who are fully abused and are mistreated in the content realm. That's my reason for wanting to do that. And
No, you're not supporting these women, Denims. You're weaponizing them when you don't know the whole fucking truth. That's it. You were making the space incredibly fucking dangerous. And once again, if you were to look into it for 2 seconds, and I'm gonna say this live just in case this is clipped. If you really believe that person so much, why did they say that I was abusing my ex and I used an NDA to silence them when you literally cannot do that by law? It's called the Speak Out Act, and you've never addressed this because you know it's bullshit. The amount of inconsistencies in their story is fucking nuts, and that's just one. And then they pivoted their story to now excluding that because they saw the internet catch on, and you never talked about it because you're a lying bitch, and you know you are. And I hate how I still have to talk about this shit because you bring this shit up more than the internet. Is that your content, trying to ruin other people's lives? It's insane. And when the truth comes out, I'm gonna hope that there's some shred of you that won't be a massive, pathetic bitch and continue to try to ruin my life. When the truth comes out, I cannot wait for all these content creators to try to triple down on some bullshit that they know isn't the truth because you are so desperate to be right. It's insane.
I've done this for countless other people. There have been so many people over the past 3-4 years of streaming that I have spoken to.
And it's insane how you were in my chat rating me and you could never shoot me a DM to hear my side. It's pathetic.
That I know have had very traumatic experiences in the space, in the content space, and I've tried to uplift their voices because everybody else is too fucking terrified to ever stand up to some of the pieces of shit on this platform. The reason Tectone can't sue me is because he did that shit. He literally...
That is fucking insane. Jesus Christ. Like, does Denims want me to sue her? There's a lot of things that I could have taken to lawyers. There's a lot of things that I could have taken to the police. And you guys know all these fucking things. But I'll be real.
Comes with the job,
I don't have any
all yours.
Extra stress dealing with lawyers, dealing with policemen. I have no desire at all. I've been called a pedophile, an accuser, a racist, a transphobe, homophobe, a rapist. I've been called every single bad thing.
My shield can withstand more than that.
And yes, I could go to the police, maybe, or a lawyer, maybe, but one, I don't really know what's within my rights, and two, I just want to get on with my life. That's it. What, do you think I want to get a couple extra $100 from you? No, not really. I'm good. I'm already plenty wealthy. I have no desire to do this shit. And the reason why you're bringing up this shit is because you got your ass fucked by Ethan Klein and you backed down immediately. And now you are trying once again to desperately get some of your aura back by dunking on the internet's easiest easy dunker. Because anybody can tell any lie about me and everybody will believe it. You were trying so hard to get aura back, it's insane.
He admitted on his stream that you went to the police. If you are admitting that you are being investigated for sexual misconduct, other people are allowed to report on that. And it's
no, they're not.
Is saying you aren't allowed to do that shit. People are saying you shouldn't say, yeah, they did it because I just get those vibes. Which, by the way, you have said multiple times that, yeah, I get the vibes. I just get bad vibes from, so I think you did it. Saying that I can't sue you for defamation because I did that shit, that's psychotic. Jesus.
It's not defamation. News organizations wouldn't exist if you couldn't do that. If I get on stream and say, this guy is literally getting investigated for sexual misconduct, for sexual abuse, that's not defamation.
Except that you did.
It's crazy how none of her chat called her out on that. Because these people, they're not thinking about Denims, what they're saying. They're like, oh, I get my news and I get to come at the same time.
It was just allegations and that it's unconfirmed, that he's just being accused of this stuff. You said it as if it was confirmed, and that's why you were a piece of shit. You literally said it again, that he did that shit. That is defamation, straight up. And yes, of course, Denims really cares about women, guys, totally. Unless it's women she doesn't like. Then it's okay for terrorists to go and grape them, and then she'll laugh about it, deny it happened, ignore all the actual evidence, because, you know, she supports women. Except women she doesn't consider as human, which is anyone who disagrees with her. Now, Tectone responded.
So many people over the past...
Great. I love this guy. You want to know why Denims think I did that shit? Because one person who wanted to marry me and has literally gone on record saying I was the best thing to ever happen to her in her own words multiple times. It says I was the best boyfriend she ever had. Once we broke up, got upset, and made up a whole bunch of lies. Never once did Denims ask me, so what happened? Never once did Denim's ask me, can you show me any proof? Is there any way you can help me here? Which I can very clearly explain. Every single person I've had a conversation with, it's very, very, very simple to disprove. Unfortunately, Denim should know, with the delicacy of this nature, I can't just go spitting it out on fucking stream. It sucks. But when you are this ignorant to say this shit, bro, you aren't listening to women's stories, you are weaponizing them. Denim, you are the most dangerous thing to happen to the internet in a very long time with how willfully ignorant you are. And everyone who hears your voice has their IQ lowered due to you. Hearing the stupid shit you say has made everyone else around you even dumber. And may God have mercy on your soul.
This is what I was saying all along. She does not give a single shit about Palestine or the Gaza crisis or women or any of this. All that matters is that she gets more viewers, more money, and fundraises for her own game. Like, instead of donating to Palestine, donate to my lawsuit here. It's just crazy how delusional these people actually are, and the people that follow them as well. And it's just sad how low they will sink just to achieve their goals. Even the whole thing with the CPS stream and just her blowing up that whole story, essentially putting Ethan's kids in danger. It's clear that she has no regrets for the bad shit she actually does. Truly lives up to the female Hassan title. Then Ethan and Denim started beefing on Twitter.
The shit that I want to say right now, and the shit that you guys will one day see, man, it is gonna be, everybody's gonna be talking about this shit. Every single CC is gonna be talking about this shit, and I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking cinema, boys. It's only a matter of time, and I just gotta keep being patient. The fact that we're giving one person who's just lying this much power is so pathetic. Jesus.
Denim tweets, Ethan, was I owned decline after speaking to his lawyer begrudgingly admits on his podcast that I did not call CPS? And then Ace responds, then why did you delete the March 1st and March 8 episodes? Because Denim deleted the VOD where she was talking about Ethan's kids. I did not retract a single thing. I just pointed out that you are lying. Did you even watch it? Why did you erase the live streams? Now, this is a little unrelated, but I just wanted to point out how vile these people actually are. Denim's in chat throw a crab rave over Biden's cancer diagnosis.
I don't care how the fuck you feel about presidents. You have to be
It doesn't matter.
range to pander to such
Does not matter.
like these people do.
And then they're just playing the music and just like celebrating this guy, this dying old man getting cancer. Hassan giggling in excitement. Joe Brandon has cancer. Listen, I'm not into politics. Again, I'm not American. I don't really give a shit about Joe Biden or Donald Trump. But these people like dehumanize like people so much.
And correct me if I'm wrong, right? Like all these changes that these presidents make, none of these can be passed without Congress approving of it, right? So like, I mean, to me, I've always seen presidents more as figureheads rather than actual like changers of reality, right? So we shouldn't be celebrating these people's deaths or these people's horrific condition that might lead to their deaths. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm horrifically uninformed about politics, but at least that was my general understanding.
Much is crazy. And the thing is, like, Joe Biden is a lefty, so it's like technically on their side. How can you not have like...
Wait, yeah, weird. Peach Jars had Biden cancer in her title and was dancing and shit. Yeah, I don't really know what happened with Peach Jars. I know she hates me now, which is really unfortunate. Because I actually thought she was very sweet. I mean, sure, I thought she was a little bit intense, but yeah, that obviously made me a little bit sad. I thought she was quite nice, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. I'm used to getting burned. It's fine.
Basic human decency here. It's just insane to me. Like, even if he was my worst enemy, I'd be like, oh shit, you're dying of cancer here. That kind of sucks.
I think the problem is that people think that I hate every single OnlyFans women, and I just don't. I just hate the really bad ones that self-promote in everybody's fucking comments and show that shit non-fucking stop. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, man, can we get something else?
Man,
can we get something else?
This Asmongold clip about Ludwig and the whole mogul mail thing, because Ludwig used to cover drama, but he suddenly stopped, and people were speculating it's because of Hassan.
Ludwig kind of fell off for being out.
But I love you and Seer. Oh, I haven't talked to Seer in like fucking 10 months, man. I'll be real. It sucks, and I still fucking have great respect for the guy. But you know, I don't want to cause him any distress whatsoever. I think Seer's great. I do.
Hassan? Well, I mean, I think what happened with Ludwig, right? I mean, and I like Ludwig and I respect Ludwig a lot for what he does, but I think Ludwig tries to play it too corporate, and I think in doing so, like, for example, like him...
Bro says, I think Ludwig tries to play it too corporate. Bro, Ludwig is corporate personified.
Pretty much. Yeah, he is.
He is
100%
a
he
walking suit. He will say whatever is the public opinion every time. Once again, I personally have nothing against Ludwig. Now, I used to be around a guy who hated Ludwig with his whole fucking soul and would bitch about this guy non-fucking stop. And honestly, he convinced me that he was a pretty bad guy for a little bit, but once I got out of that space, I don't really have anything against Ludwig. I think he's honestly a pretty all right guy. Sure, he unfollowed me on Twitter, but that is what it is.
Him not doing mogul mail anymore, I think that a lot of the drama and a lot of the culture has shifted in a way that puts Ludwig's friends and people that he associates with in the crosshairs, and him covering drama but then selectively not covering drama about people that he's you know, friendly with makes him look you know, basically wrong And I actually, you know, now that I think about it, I actually can say maybe I respect him for that. Because this is what I've said before, is that I simply will not cover drama about close friends of mine in any sort of a, like, unbiased way. I can't do it. Because these are my friends, and I think Ludwig, I think he does have a degree in journalism, right? So maybe I could say you respect, you literally only do drama. Yeah, but I don't do it about people that I'm, like, really close friends with, right?
I think the problem with Ludwig is not that he's biased, but...
I will say, I will cover my friends' drama if I think they're being wronged. I absolutely will. I know, I mean, and I'll just be real. I covered the Emmy drama day one. Never was asked. Did it immediately because that's what I wanted to do. I covered the Miz drama immediately. Day one. Because that's what I wanted to do. When all that shit came out about Miz, I had his back day one. Even to a fault sometimes. Same thing, and people want to say this all the time. Not true. Do you know who the only member of OTK was who actually was down to say, nah, Rich would never do that? Me. I had his back to a fucking fault. I went live literally minute one.
The man from WWE.
The Rich I know would never do that shit. And to be honest, I still don't know the truth. But I will always say how I feel. Always. Every single fucking time. Guys, I want to make this very clear. We still have no idea what the fuck happened there. We still have no idea. And to my knowledge, he's still never been convicted. I have no fucking idea what the truth is. Nobody does.
He's crying.
I will always cover friends' drama if I think they're getting fucked. I don't shy away from that. I don't say, oh, I'm not going to talk about it. Like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go into it. Let's point out any logical inconsistency I possibly can. Let's see if there's any context I can possibly provide, because that's what I think a good friend does. And I want to make this very clear. Asmongold says he won't cover his friend's drama. That is just not true. He covered mine, and he had my back for a lot of the shit that he thought I was getting fucked by. But also, he also held me accountable for the things that I fucked up on. And I greatly appreciate that. And in the moment when he did that, I was a little bit upset, but then I realized I wasn't upset at him. I was upset at myself because he was right. And ever since then, I've learned a lot about myself. And he's helped me grow a lot as a human being. And I really appreciate the friends who hold me accountable and who will also have my back, because that's what real friends do. Absolutely. I know, genuinely, Asmongold is one of the best people I know on this planet, bro. He's a great fucking guy. I genuinely love this guy. He said you were the exception? Really? I did not know that. And I appreciate it. It was also very fun when he partook in the Atsu Envy drama.
But that he pretends he's unbiased, he pretends like he's being fair and criticizing people equally, but then he's just riding Hassan the whole time, literally deletes videos for him, re-records them, re-uploads them for his King Hassan.
Was pathetic.
And, you know, I'm not a fan of guilt by association, but at this point, how can you not know how much of a degenerate freak Hassan is? He's obviously seen the Asmongold Hassan beef, he obviously keeps up with the commentary community, he had a whole channel about it, he's seen the Sloptube videos, of course, he keeps up with the whole landscape. So I think if I ever see Ludwig being buddy-buddy with Hassan again, I'm sorry, I'm kind of done with this guy, bro. Like, he's a likable guy, I will say that, but there's only a certain point.
I think that's absolutely fair at this point, man. I mean, Hassan is one of the rare examples where I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, I just don't really fuck with you because you fuck with them, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I actually understand that perspective.
Where you can accept people just blatantly disregarding who they support and like elevate, right? Because Hassan is truly just like a vile person. Now apparently Elon Musk has been following this whole beef as well, and he's supporting the account that's dunking on Hassan.
Elon is still locked in, replying to my
oh, dude, I want Elon to like my post so bad. I think the one way to make steak and eggs happen again for one episode, if I could get into Elon Musk's DMs and say, yo, you're in Austin, I'm in Austin. Run it back for one episode of Steak and Eggs. That shit would be crazy. By the way, it's coming up on 6 months. 6 months of my last episode on Steak and Eggs. And 3 months since the ending of Steak and Eggs. But man, it is still my goal to do one more episode of Steak and Eggs. I do. It is a goal, I'm not gonna lie. And just title it the final episode. You know, I mean, that's a reality that I look forward to. And I hope I can ever make that happen. He only cares about Asmon. True, but I can always be like listen, Asmongold is like Brock Lesnar, and I'm like Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? I'm his advocate. You know, I'm his advocate. I'll be real, that every guest on that show I brought on. Almost every topic that we talked about, I wrote down on the fucking list. So I will be his talking point, because Asmongold is a great talker on stream, but in real life, horrifically antisocial. Horrifically antisocial. So yeah, I will converse for my client. I will converse, absolutely.
Stalker account. Asmongold has no love lost over Hassan losing grip of his bully influence on the online arena. Must be very awful for Hassan.
Asmon was talking about a new podcast without Emmy since she wants to avoid drama. Lots of people suggested you. Don't tell me that. You're gonna get me way too. Don't tell me that. You're gonna get me way too excited. Obviously, I would love to do anything and everything with Asmon, no matter what. I love that guy with my whole heart. He's always been great to me. But I don't want anybody to force anything. I don't want anybody to make anything weird. I don't want anybody to pressure anybody, okay? But obviously, if that is a real thing, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I fucking love that guy.
Hassan that he can't bully people out of having positions that he disagrees with. You had a good run. Musk suck. Yeah, really sucks. Elon Musk hitting with a fucking smiling, crying emoji.
Alright.
The regression of political discourse continues. That's crazy. This is the wealthiest person on the planet, and he is replying to my fucking stalker account on the social media platform that he owns, while also celebrating that the social media platform that he owns unironically has become a horrible place for back and forth and for politics. It's just like vengeance politics.
Bro, this guy sucks. Welcome to the stream. This must be your first time seeing Hamas Diddy Epstein Piker, man. Yeah, he does in fact suck. I'm glad that you noticed that. Yeah, welcome to what everybody else on planet Earth has noticed. That's so funny, bro. Wait a minute. I think this guy actually fucking sucks.
Wait a minute. The fuck?
Like, first you perceive yourself as a victim for having abhorrent opinions about things.
Motherfucker, you talk about yourself? Holy shit, show this man the mirror.
Things. And then, and then once like those abhorrent political opinions become the norm in platforms like the ones that Elon Musk owns.
So you mean yours?
Gonna say, wait a minute, why is this guy's head so small?
Where people basically wear their bigotry and their stupidity as a badge of courage, which is what
I'm
my
so
point was.
like he's talking so much about himself right now.
The abhorrent take that you're saying is people saying not that we don't support terrorists. Yeah, man.
Then they say, well, back in the day, you used to bully us, and now the bullies are, you know, it's the revenge of the nerds or something.
Honestly, shout out to Yeet, bro. This guy has single-handedly ruined Hassan's career, bro.
Oh, straight up. Yeet is the fucking man. Straight up. I wish the dude streamed more. That would be great. But, like, man, he does that shit full time on Twitter. Like, damn. There's got to be a way to get this man a profitable business model from doing this shit all day. Because bro is posting like 50 times a day. It's insane.
Actual legend, gathering the amount of clips he has. If you're watching this, I know you've clipped me before on your account as well. You're a legend. Great service to the community.
Yes, sir.
You deserve a medal. Keep it up. Everybody loves you.
Yes, sir.
And here we got Bad Empanada trying to dox
Dude's
this
the
Yeet
man.
guy. I know this guy accidentally doxed himself. Please send it to me. We're going to talk to his parents. Mike from PA reposting to find out who I am. Now click this video or you got to give Hassan a haircut. And good luck navigating that head, let's just say. Alrighty.
Because it's so small.
Okay, Bubba.
More
Okay.
Pegasus, man. Look forward to the podcast between me, More Pegasus, Sense of Society, and
Oh yeah, well, nice.
coming very soon. Subscribe if you want to see that shit. I'm stoked. I love this, man. I can't wait to meet that. More Pegasus, Sense of Society. Wish the dude streamed more. That would be great. But like,
Bubba,
man, he does
why?
that shit full time on Twitter. Like, damn.
There's
There's got to be a way to get this man a profitable business model from doing this shit all day. Because bro is posting like 50 times a day. It's insane.
Actual legend, gathering the amount of clips he has. If you're watching this, I know you've clipped me before on your account as well. You're a legend. Great service to the community.
sir.
You deserve a medal. Keep it up. Everybody loves
Yes,
you.
sir.
And here we got Bad Empanada trying to dox
Dude's
this
the
Yeet
man.
guy. I know this guy accidentally doxed himself. Please send it to me. We're going to talk to his parents. Mike from PA reposting to find out who I am. Now click this video or you got to give Hassan a haircut. And good luck navigating that head, let's just say. Alrighty.
Because it's so small. I love More Pegasus, man. Look forward to
Oh
the
my God, I can
podcast
scratch my
between me,
fucking
More
back.
Pegasus, Sense of Society, and Nuxtaku.
Ah.
Coming very soon. Subscribe if you want to see that shit. I'm stoked. I love this, man. I can't wait to meet him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the house. Is Hamas biker Diddy Bin Laden. I am your host, Donald Trump Nuxtaku. Dude, the amount of coverage of the people who I like on the internet covering how is Hasanabi is so funny to me. Apparently, he just got exposed even more.
Pookie! Pookie, 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 Pookie.
Hello?
I love my Pookie. What up, gamer?
What's up, dude? I saw the clip of you getting really mad yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing this morning.
Yeah, you sent me a clip saying, "Is this real?" And I am embarrassed to say, yeah, it just was how I felt in the moment.
Dude, I've never seen you like that.
Yeah.
Monitor, like,
You're so talkative right now,
Probably the
Bubbles.
angriest I got in like years on stream.
Wait, is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I just was, it was just Agent and
Okay.
Tyler
Who said
being
that?
like, set up a custom lobby to me and me having to navigate Call of Duty's dog UI.
Yeah.
My first time ever playing. Meanwhile, in the background, Tyler's 10-year-old friend is talking, and Shiloh Sanders of the National Football League is saying, "Yo, boot up the game." And I'm like, "What do you want from me, guys? I'm but a man."
Right, so you got that. The 10-year-old is what put you over the edge. So you're blaming a child?
He was 9, and yeah, kinda. Because every time I restarted, he'd be like, "Why are we restarting? We just got in. Can we not keep restarting?" And my chat couldn't hear him. I couldn't figure out the audio, so my chat couldn't hear him. I'm just personally hearing him.
Oh shit! Wait, I had the same problem yesterday. I don't even know how I think I just had to restart a bunch of times. It sucks.
I'm
game's broken.
This is the first game we've played that I'm going to uninstall immediately.
Yeah, me too.
I said some
Yeah, I
shit to
don't get
Tim.
it.
He left my stream. He's not even a mod anymore. I think he quit.
Whoa. You think he quit?
Yeah, I
Wait,
think so.
Now he can work for me pro bono. He's a passion project worker for me.
I
Like, he
don't know.
comes here
You
to
can't really
unwind.
work pro bono long term for somebody.
No, if he's passionate about it.
Todd, is this a child?
Oh, the Slayer, period.
Yo, Killer Shark, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Tyler.
I just got done playing with like
This
kids
kid is
that-
9. We can't hear him.
who's the
I
child,
know.
Ludwig?
I know you can't.
I
I have
don't even know
no
what they would talk about.
clue how
I
to
just,
fix it. They're talking. I have
5,
zero
and
clue how to
I
fix
won
it.
the game.
Game makes me want to.
And I was alone.
Sorry. Okay, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. It is so tilting. It's so tilting. I just don't understand why I can hear something in my stream can't. I just don't understand it fundamentally.
He beat my ass.
You can hear game chat, but you can't hear my party chat. But I can hear everything. It's f***ing crazy. It's f***ing insane. And I can't add people, dude. This game. I
many
can't
kills
wait
you
to
got on
uninstall this dog shit game.
And he
Change
doubled my
audio.
kills
I don't
in
know.
every single
how.
2v2.
You gotta stop telling me to do shit, Chad. I'm not gonna do it, and I don't understand how to do it. Man,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to f***ing friend somebody. God damn it, I hate this game. Change out device. It's on the right output. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me.
Where's your guy at, Agent?
I don't know how to invite people. With my whole chest, I don't know how to do it. Wait, you got Shiloh Sanders in the building?
Yeah, he said he wanted to play.
Wait, is that? Nah. Is he another 10-year-old?
No.
Don't flame my pick.
I'm just saying another 10-year-old. I didn't flame him. I'm sure he's good.
Yo, what up, Shiloh?
I don't know how to do audio.
He said pre-esports scholarship.
Wait, are you setting up the custom, Ludwig?
You're asking me to do shit. I put up the game today. You gotta relax.
Whoa.
You gotta relax,
I'm
Tyler.
just asking.
Very uncharacteristic.
I'm trying to
See
do
that
it. I
mad.
don't understand how to do a thing in this game. I can't even have my stream here voice chat. I'm so behind. 5v5s. Dude, someone else gotta do it. Someone else has to do it. Someone else.
Why am I on the other guy's team? I don't want to be on that.
Just
guy's team.
switch.
Listen, child. Okay, I'm gonna call the comms. I'm gonna say where I'm like.
Listen here. I do whatever the freak I want.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I just got f***ing timed out. God fucking damn it, I hate this shit, bro. I f***ing hate this shit, man. I got 2 f***ing inept teammates who can't set this shit up. I'm on a first f***ing time trying to set this shit up. Oh, I'm not saying it to the kid. I'm not even a f***ing lobby with the kid. Musi, DM me one more time on the Call of Duty
Ludwig.
client. I'm gonna lose it on you.
No, I don't have you added. Add me, Ludwig. You so fucking Hollywood, man.
Bro,
Damn.
I don't know how, man. I'm losing it here. I'm losing it.
A COD pro said he's down to coach you. Oh, hell yeah, bro.
No, we don't need him.
You sure? Because I feel like that would
Alright, guys,
be
I'm
very
going
helpful.
AFK
I love your team
for a
captain
couple
now.
minutes.
Dude,
You gotta invite.
I wish you guys were more useful.
We
with
literally
him
can't do anything. By the
before
way.
kicking
I
around
know
comes
you
up
can't set up
for-
the customs. What I need you to do.
Okay. Maybe the coach can set that up. Have you tried thinking of that? Maybe the ex-pro can set it up for us.
I can't.
Where's the
Okay,
face?
okay, I got it.
Then I got
got it.
Killer
I
in the
got
background is talking.
Dude, who was he talking to?
Jennifer.
Jennifer's our opponent. It should be Arctic.
Woman.
Jennifer. Don't. I'm sorry, Tyler.
What? I can't say woman?
Yeah, you can't laugh and go woman.
I didn't laugh. I just said woman.
You smirked. You went woman. All right, I figured it out. Okay. Why
panic
is it?
when I
What's
ask you this, but can you accept my friend invite? Yeah,
oh
take your
no, I
time, dude.
friended the kid. I thought you were the kid. I think we're friends already, bro.
Yo, Tyler for not inviting me, bro.
Oh, there's a child here. Hold on, man.
Hey, I'm your
Please don't curse. I'll kick you out. Okay, you're gone.
I was talking about.
Lovey, you learn how to play Street Fighter on casual controls, bro.
Chat, if you open up COD, you type in this code, you can join. I need 3. Here's the code.
Wait, are you making it open?
Yeah, I think it's open right now.
Oh, buddy, we're about to get booted and tooted.
I don't know how to kick a man. How do I kick a man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boot it up. How do you start? Wait, am I controlling this? Someone start it up. Does someone see play? Wait, what? No, why do we have like 10 people? Why are there 18 people? Oh!
Look, we dropped the link for your community. What did you think was
I
gonna
thought
happen?
it would cap at 6v6. I don't know why you're allowed to have 12 people playing S&D. We're gonna have to boot it up again.
Oh my god.
Oh, shut up, y'all. You can't do. I'm doing everything here. Look, bro, look at it.
Acting like you're doing bad work, buddy.
Press tab.
You're making a COD lobby, Chip.
Press top, bro. Set it up.
Play it again.
All right, back out, everyone.
No, this lobby is crazy.
Oh my, hey, bro, they cheat.
Good game, guys.
Dude, I'm losing it right now. I'm losing it, man. I'm not well right now.
Okay, take a fucking breather.
And then Shiloh's not at the party, so he's just talking to himself.
Hey, I can't handle this, bro. I can't handle this. Shiloh's the kid's talking to
5
himself.
shots. How does he cheat?
Everyone's talking to themselves.
Hey, GG's, guys.
Shut up! I'm gonna make a new lobby.
2 seconds. I didn't get to see the kill.
Tell the kid to chill. Tell the kid to chill. Tell the kid to chill. Why, how do you cap this lobby so it's not 8,000 people in it?
Just don't drop the code for everybody.
Bro, I can't invite people individually. I don't have the capabilities.
Why don't you just give the code to an individual?
I tried. It was too slow. Shiloh left.
He left.
Shiloh
He
got
said,
tilted.
"Nah, I don't want to play it left."
I'm heated right now. I'm so heated. Oh no. No. Stop. No. No. I started.
Donovan, what the f is going on?
You guys have to. You guys have to show me. You don't understand. You don't understand how hard this is. You don't get this. Walk a mile in my shoes, bro. I worked a 9 to 5. This is harder than that.
We're restarting
Can't
it.
change it? Okay, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know
Ludwig,
how.
he can only play for like 20 more minutes before bed, you dickhead.
I don't care. I can't be Tyler. I'm trying. Okay. All right. I got it.
Oh my
I think I got it. I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. Dude, this kid's
I
got
gotta
to
talk
chill.
to him again.
He's got to tell me to chill. I'm gonna lose it.
We're setting up a very popular YouTuber show match right now.
Chat. How do I do this? How do I do this?
Yeah, it's a big YouTuber show match. You're invited. Unfortunately, the guy setting it up, he's a little bit of a dum-dum brain.
Stop calling me. He's calling me a dum-dum. How do I make it so less people can join, bro? It's annoying. Why can 40 people join us S&D? It makes no sense. It's S&D, and there's no options anywhere, and I can't show you because I'll leak the
There's
code.
more they got.
Oh,
Go have fun with your
yelling
family.
at him, bro.
Go
You have to
relax
go to
with your
game
family,
chat.
friends,
What is
everything like that.
game
I'm gonna
chat?
do the
What is
same thing.
that, man? What is game
And
chat? I don't even know what that
I
is.
don't.
It doesn't say game
just
chat
been
in big
getting a lot
letters.
of-
My bad,
He
my
is
bad.
crashing out bad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Out.
Are you-
Think I've been going
Sorry,
so far.
sorry, sight.
These two just get to sit there.
man.
These two get
I'm
to
gonna
sit
make a
there.
video of it pretty soon. I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. I don't know. Like I feel like this. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, guys. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day, night, evening. I'll see y'all later. Bye.